Dun 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 dun. 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 Dun dun.
Another exciting episode of That Z podcast. I think first things first, we need to thank the people from last week's episode who immediately the number went up. People started making contributions. I got a call from Salinda. Remember the lady who came to last week?
Right.
From the House of Moses. Towela, you can also adopt a family. I'll explain to you in a bit.
Okay.
So the number went up on the screen, the account number and everything. And apparently she was at a funeral and she just started feeling her phone vibrating. This is like around 3:30 p.m. on a Tuesday, last week Tuesday. She had no idea what's going on. And she starts seeing notifications. Money is just coming in. So she starts telling people, I think there's an error somewhere at Airtel.
Because money is coming in.
Because there's money coming in. I don't know what's going on. I didn't tell anybody to send me money. And the money keeps coming in. So it's later when she sees my message, because I told her the episode is about to go up, watch. Is when it clicks that the money she's receiving is actually for House of Moses. And it's beautiful that people have been sending money. I don't know if we're going to have the number on the screen again, Gob. You can make contributions still. Those babies still need food. House of Moses still needs food. And remember, you can also adopt a family for how much did she say again? 2,000 kwacha a month?
Yeah.
You can adopt a family.
No, not
through
really
House of
adopt a
Moses.
family. You got it wrong.
Well, fund
you
the
can
family.
Sponsor
Fund a family.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for everybody who did.
We appreciate it.
A whole lot.
Thank you. And you know, it's kind of like a gift and a curse because we don't do this often. First time that we did this, there was a model that wanted to go to Las
America,
Vegas.
yes.
And she went to all these corporates and she didn't get
happened.
a dime, right? She needed, was it 200,000?
And we raised 150 for her.
We got
in one day.
150,000.
No
10
way.
minutes.
Yeah, in 10 minutes.
You
Yeah.
guys, 10
One-
minutes, make it happen.
Actually, it was, it was 150 plus the plane ticket.
Yes.
Remember, Enoch
bought the plane ticket.
bought the plane ticket,
Yeah.
and that 150, 100,000 came from one person.
No, who is it?
One call.
No, he doesn't want to be known.
One phone call. But you know who he is.
He's the same person.
Hush, hush, after we're done.
Yeah. When we
We need to have a talk.
when we had Aqua Light Skin, I called the guy because Aqua said I need $1 million, and the guy
Serious?
said I'm good for 800,000. I told you, right?
Was he giving that money?
Yeah. He said
Oh,
I'm good for
serious?
800 pin.
No.
Wow.
Imwe. But this is...
No. Serious.
We'll talk.
Serious.
Tola, we need to hook you up with these
Please,
people.
please.
And Gebra actually called me.
Oh, that's the call that she gave. She called me last night.
Yes.
When is this? Last week. By the
Yes.
time people are viewing this. She's saying, our Gadbro still good for Friday. I said, I'll ask Elson. And here we are today.
He called me. But I was in a meeting then. So I called him and he says, we are set. So I know it'd be like ambushing him, calling him now because we're shooting at 6.
Yeah, just leave it.
We'll do it tomorrow. But listen, thank you very much. I was saying it's a gift and a curse because the amount of messages that I begin to get in my inbox about people saying, I need a boob reduction. The boob reduction is,
I'm now
I just made that
now
up.
getting a lot of calls for
I
school
made that
fees.
up. Yeah, I get the same.
I'm getting a lot of calls for school fees, but we'll see what we can help and how we can help. Welcome to another exciting episode of That Z podcast. Your name, sir? You've been very arrogant of late. No introductions.
I have.
I was about to say
we-
I also have been when I introduce myself.
We sound French. We.
When I introduce myself.
Uncle Elson is my name. I am most likely the person that you're going to be pissed off with. So get the name right and get your complaints registered towards the right person.
Ding, ding, ding. My name is Kalenga, also known as K+.
It's K+,
And
baby.
Today's guest, man.
I'm going to behave.
You know it's a special episode when Elson buys new clothes for an episode.
When I'm early. He was
He was an hour early.
Did you hear Gob? Turn your microphone on. Turn your mic
Towela,
on.
you officially... Can I tell her the secret?
You can.
He says, I rarely have crushes in my life.
Rarely.
And in Zambia, Towela is number one. And I asked him why, and he says, have you seen her twerking?
Oh, my God.
Very superficial.
Well, gotta get him somehow.
How by hook, by crook, right? Gob, please say what you said when you found me here.
Your mic is... Oh, okay.
For the first time you're early, is it motivation from the guest?
It is.
Who wouldn't be?
And I'm
Ta-da.
glad. I'm glad.
If I come late and she's left, guess who'd have played themselves then?
Yeah. And remember, this episode is brought to you by Brothers Mocktails. Have you tried these?
I have.
Oh, you were at the launch.
She was
Yes,
at the
and
launch.
this was my drink. So
Cosmo.
yeah,
Her brother was one of the mixologists.
I was one of them. This
Oh,
was
you
the
were
one I was
too,
mixing.
innit? Yeah.
Wait, mixed how?
No, as in, you know how everybody had like a little.
Oh, you were not paying attention, were you?
Bar thingy. This was mine. I was mixing Cosmo.
Oh,
You,
right.
you did not see that happen, did
I
you?
was busy working.
So I thought
also.
you were like,
I was working
I thought
too.
you were paying attention.
Also, it's like a fluke that's just coincidentally worked in.
Yes.
Nice one.
Macky2 she was...
Tasha and Abel.
yeah.
I think Elsha will be very happy to see you on this episode. The people at Trade King,
Yes.
Big Tree.
I'm pretty sure you just knew the PR girls. Did you deal with the Big Tree people?
No. I dealt with PR girls.
They'll be
Okay.
happy to see you here.
Yes.
But
Anyway, shout out to Big Tree.
That's your hot chocolate.
Oh, thank you.
Get this closer to you.
Let me move this a little.
ladies and gentlemen, without further delay, Towela balance of it.
All right. We're good to go?
Maybe pull this closer. Just hold that.
There we go.
There
Thank
we
you,
go.
guys. Manja, what's happening here?
The balance. Also, just
Okay,
help
good.
her.
Okay, we're good to go.
Okay.
Are you good there?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool.
So I was saying, without further delay, I think on that song you bring out the whole arsenal,
You have
the
to go.
heavyweights of hip hop in Zambia on one song.
You
Is
have
this
to
safe?
go big or go home. You know? I don't care if like you called me a Nepo baby then, but if you have it, you have to use what you have.
They called you what now?
I don't know. People call me favored. Like, oh, your brothers, what?
Why do they call you that? Because your brother's in the music industry as well? Mm-hmm. Do you feel favored?
No.
Are there things that you've had easy because of them?
No.
Was it difficult for you to date growing up? Because they look like they eat children for breakfast.
No.
Especially
they're
the
not
dark skinned
really-
one. You know the one I'm talking about, innit?
They're both dark skinned.
But you know who
But
I'm...
the
You know
one,
that one.
the
Shama
one.
Zulu.
No. You know, they're more of, they're very respectful actually. They're not one of those, hey, you're my chair, hey, Shanuka, what are you doing, my sister? What? No. I'll lie. They are the type to let you learn for yourself.
So your dating was normal?
Very.
Right.
They'll never be like, oh, who's that? They'll be like, they'll just watch you from a distance.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
No ex-boyfriend just suddenly blocked you and stopped texting you out of the blue?
I haven't dated a lot of people, so like,
Or the few that you have?
no.
Nobody just ghosted
You
you?
have to be strong to date me.
Uzoba strong.
Strong.
Okay.
Strong man to
Why?
date
To
me.
deal with the brothers or to deal with you?
Everything. The package in itself, you know, it looks nice, eh?
The
Towela.
package does look nice.
Yeah. But when you get to the nitty-gritties, it's hard. It's hard because the image, the musician belongs to everyone. You know, and it's easy to forget that when you're with that person and not the brand. You get ka? Yeah, so it's not easy. It's not easy.
And then, speaking of the brothers, you are. We've had both your brothers on the show before, and
Oh, okay.
yeah. And one thing that you can pick quickly from both of them is they distance themselves from controversy as much as possible, especially
Yeah.
Chefy. And then you're like the complete polar opposite of both of them. You're like,
Am I?
yeah, I
Light
think so.
skinned.
Exactly, light skin.
What
Yeah.
happened? Do we need to speak to your mom?
I'm not the one who decides who gets light, who gets dark. But I feel like we're all different. I don't think Chefy deliberately wants to avoid controversy. He's just like that, you know. He's just an introvert. So even if there were like there was a
Towela,
party
sorry to cut you
and
off. Are you drinking anything apart from this?
No,
So I place
good.
the order now. No. Good. Go ahead.
You know, so even if like there were people drinking or doing the most, it's not like you'd be like, oh my God, let me not be there because, you know, my image, you just wouldn't find him there. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just not there.
I brought up their character because, I mean, with the launch of almost every song that you bring out, there's a little controversy somewhere. Let's talk
Yeah.
about what's the title of the song again? The one with Savin and them? Zingati.
Yes.
I love that song, Shem.
Yeah, I love that song too.
Thank you.
You launched that song in a way that I think I spoke about it on some podcasts where you had the jeans showing your in a way. There's always a little
and
bit
you
of
know,
controversy.
When you go back, I'm sure when you go back to the video now after we speak, nothing was showing. I just left everything to the imagination. You could see like a little bit of my waist, but that was it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying the way you launched
So
the song.
everything you thought about while watching that was all on you. So you do the work.
This is coming from a married man, Kalenga.
No, what I'm talking about is before we knew that photo you put up was a clip from
the
song.
photo.
Yes.
Oh, the photo.
You know what? It sparked so much talk, so much controversy. And I'm likening you to, or should I say comparing you to your brothers who never have.
That kind of like controversy with them.
Exactly. How do
But
the
Macky2
brothers take
did,
it?
though.
With what?
He had a photo of him shirtless
Yeah.
that went viral when he was on stage.
That's
Did you
different.
see that?
This is a woman. It's different. Right, you come on, you know that.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
then him being
Don't
mad.
come here with the double standard.
No, it's not double
He
standards.
was
Come
shirtless.
on.
No,
He was
not even that
That's
one.
just normal. Any guy at the beach is gonna be shirtless.
But we went at the beach. We were not.
No, on stage. Hey, listen. Big shout out to Flame. This is where we are now.
Yeah, what flame now?
They gave us this delicious tea, and the dinner that we're gonna have is all on them. Flame is at East Park, right next to
The Piazza.
the Piazza and Prime Joint. So yeah, come through, have fun. This is actually a pretty good date spot.
Yes.
I keep bumping into Bobby East around here.
I like ambience, yeah.
Right.
Stuff.
It's very chilled.
Do you
What
come
we
here
talking about
often?
again?
You live across the road.
Yes, I do.
You live across the road.
Somehow.
Ish.
You ngama observation
What am I putting your address on blast? But there's a lot of houses.
But yes, I
though
do.
there.
I do live nearby, so I do come here often. If you want nice drinks or a nice vibe, come here. If you want nice food,
It's a spot.
yeah, this is the spot to be.
No, these are the nice drinks. We already have them on the table.
We
Yeah.
have Cosmo
Don't look
flavor
far.
today is what we're drinking.
Yes, and the chocolate cake here is nice. So do come.
No,
out.
that I haven't tried.
You haven't tried?
No.
Should
Are you gonna
it.
order
It's
that or
nice.
what?
Eventually.
Okay.
Okay. What are we talking about again?
We're talking about the brothers
dressing
and the
brothers.
controversy
Yes.
around.
I just wanted to. I do everything. I do everything, and that is the curse of multi-talented people. So I wanted to show people a different Towela, because that's me as well. You know what I mean? And while we are making content and music for Zambia, and I love Zambia, you need to be open-minded enough to be like, okay, so if Sony saw this, you get what I'm saying? Is there somebody we can market to? You know what I mean? So you need to be at a point where you're willing to grow beyond what people are comfortable with, what I'm comfortable with, you know? Yeah, so before it even like gets to you guys, I have to sit like, are you okay with this? Yeah, fine. Okay, let's go. Tie. So even if it comes out and 100% don't like it, if I like it, I'll sleep peacefully at night.
Have you had an instance? I'm guessing you got a team, right? Like a PR team, where you like something and they don't. Who has the final say?
I do, always, because I don't want to live by anybody's wins or losses. So in case of Ondelanda, and then you said no, I'll resent you for not letting me take that shot. You know what I mean? But if you were like, hey, said it's gonna for you. Oh, can I? Yeah, this is gonna be a mess up for you.
Not so much though.
Nah, not so much. Okay, this is gonna be like an L for you, and then it happens. I'll be like, okay, I see what you were talking about. Let me do better. But always, I try to go with my gut and do what works best for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Interessante.
Your brand. Let's talk about your brand for a little bit and how people feel the name Towela and the image Towela is bigger than the music that Towela makes.
Now, her music is big.
You think so?
Well, the songs that I've listened to are.
Okay.
But
I'm
either
sure
way,
you've seen-
I appreciate both perspectives, and it's a blessing, Exe. Do you know how many people make nice songs every day? 2 views, 1,000 views. Just my name is enough to get me places. Just my name, my brand is enough to get me places where my music can't. That's a blessing. I know people are like, hey, she's more famous. What? Her pictures are more famous than
Than her music.
Bro, that's a blessing. Those same pictures have gotten me business, proper business. So what people think is a disadvantage or like a downer, for me is it's a blessing. Imagine you ushite ko Z podcast but ka picture kekobe pa same business yena watching okupanga pano. It's the same thing. It's a blessing.
What else do you do apart from music?
I run a couple of businesses. I do like a money lending. I do a car hire, stuff like that.
What
How
kind of
many
you
cars
got?
do you have now?
So that SEC should be after me? No.
No, what kind of cars? Never mind how many.
Different types. You know, even the cars that we don't have, we outsource. So that's what I do
There's
on
money
the
in
side.
that, right?
Yeah, there's money in everything. Definitely, you just have to do everything. Try out what you can.
I'll tell you this crazy story. I've got a friend of mine. His name is Tonde. Mm-hmm. He's got a car hire business. So one dude goes to him and hires a Toyota Hilux for a week, and he says, "I'm going out of town." Tell me why 2 days later this guy gets a call from DEC, and they go and they pick him up from his house because his car was used for robberies.
No.
Yeah.
And they went big, eh?
Ah, man. They
You
were not
didn't
playing.
get any other car. You went to get a Hilux.
They were not playing.
Hey.
These guys used fake NRCs.
Or
So it was not up
was
to-
it like a scam? Were they trying to look like...
Right. No, so obviously if they're going to do robberies, they're not going to use their own vehicle. Right. And so when they go and hire a car, you're going to ask for an NRC or driving license.
Yeah.
So all that was fake.
No.
Right. And they bought a SIM card off the street. So DSC picks him up and say, so can you prove that these people hired this car from you? It gives them this stuff. They try to run the NRC. It comes back as blank.
That's a good thing.
On whose part?
The guy being investigated. You can now prove that doesn't know who the guys are, and they're thieves.
Yeah, but then it's not a good thing on his part because he didn't do his KYC.
Oh.
Yeah, but I mean, they lied to him. How are you going to know it's a fake NRC?
If you're working with them,
All right.
for example, you're also not going to give them sufficient information.
Yeah.
So he still
That's
doesn't have his
crazy.
car. It's over a year.
No.
Still doesn't have his car.
Oh, because that's the evidence in court now.
It's got to be evidence.
I feel
Damn.
like now life is just crazy in Zambia, Mandi. Anyhow where you can make extra money, please do it. I mean, don't rob people with other people's things, but anyhow where you feel you can improve yourself, get an extra skill, doesn't even matter if it's the conventional thing, just try it out.
What's the craziest thing you've ever done for money?
For money? Mm-hmm. To work for thousands of people. That's crazy. I don't
twerk-
know you people.
So how much was that?
You want a private party? Look at him taking his wallet now.
That's kwaneshi diumo.
What you say?
You don't have enough money to
That's
pay. her.
kwaneshi
Yeah,
diumo.
tell me. 20 kwacha,
That's it?
30.
No.
No?
You need proper money. Proper money.
Towela, you used to... I think the introduction we have of Towela in the music industry is you performing at O'Hagan's.
Yes. I
The
used to
live
do-
bands. I miss those days, man.
I miss them too. I really do. I used to do a lot of live band. I started as a backup singer. Then we did the live band thing. So after some time, I felt like, okay, now I'm ready to try and do my own thing. And then when I was ready, like everything just fell into place. The year I was ready to be like, okay, let me take this to the next level. Then the Empower thing came out where Mr. Easy was
Easy,
looking for like
yeah.
100 artists to like sponsor what. I took that opportunity and I've ran with it. I've never looked back. I feel like that was a life-changing opportunity for me because, my brothers will always show up for me, but Frida Wabako,
Aggressive on your own.
yes, you have to have a plan. Even when they showed up for the shoot, they didn't know what type of shoot they were coming to because it's like, this Kama girl, she's never been in the industry. She doesn't know anything about video
Wait,
shoots.
that was the first song.
Yes.
Which one? Delay.
Yes.
That was the first song in the industry.
Yes.
Was
You know
it,
why I'm shocked?
was it passive?
Yes. And it's very few people who come into the industry with that much confidence, that much swag, and
Yeah.
selling from day one.
If you look like this, you're going to have confidence all day long.
It just oozes naturally.
Oh, I thank you. But
Like
like,
says, I thought maybe you had like
No,
a run like upcoming artist to my promo songs.
no, my
you know?
upcoming artist scene was in the live music thing. Hey, there we struggled. We did the struggling thing. But like mainstream recording music, that was my first ever.
Now you're blessed, man.
I
Like,
swear. So even when
Yes, she is.
both brothers said the same thing.
yeah.
They're like, uko video shoot, become video atiriro koka.
Those are Sheffy's words, I swear.
Yes, and Max said the same thing. I was like, guy, don't worry, I got this. So when they came, like everything was put together, had the kama convertible, the tomashani with the toma butterfly doors. They're like, oh, okay. And someone after 2 weeks later, na venaba chef bang shooting it up at a pen. Grabbing a chair and I'm like, it was a good venue, ka? Yeah.
What do you call them? What do you call your brothers when you're talking to them?
By the names.
Okay.
Sheffy or Kondwa? Kondwa or Kondwani? What?
Kondwa, but he doesn't like that
But he calls himself that in his songs.
in his songs. But if you were in front of people, like, Kondwa,
He wants the full name.
it's either, no, like you can call him Kondwa, like if you were like, maybe just me or Mark or his madam, you get what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes when I say like, oh, Kondwa, Pelako, and then the other people, they'll be like, oh my God, let me try and do the same thing.
Yeah.
But maybe I'm not that close to refer to him like, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Wait, so why did you decide to go by your name? How come you didn't get like a stage name?
I did try to do a stage name.
What did you try?
Tell us.
Way back then when I used to just be like, Mleshela kuma studio, what. I tried to use Venus.
You said what now?
Venus. Like the planet.
No, I don't know what Venus
I also
is.
only heard the ass part.
Yeah,
It would have been so ironic now if I was still Venus.
right.
Venus.
Williams.
And Williams as well has got a pretty good
Behind,
derriere.
yeah.
So what happened to Venus?
It just didn't fit. I felt like a fraud with the name. You know what I mean? Like, you know how those people are like, you know, like rich gang, you know, when you're broke. You know what I mean? Like it just didn't sit. So I was like, okay, let me use my name until I figure out something that sits with me.
But
you know?
it would have been so fitting because that's where they say women are from.
I know. It would have made so much sense, but it just didn't sit.
What
And
was,
then
what was the logic for you coming up with the name Venus?
I wanted something out of this world. Yeah.
And Venus is
something-
that.
Yes, and it is that. Something that stands out. Something that you, if you're lucky, you can see from here.
Okay.
If you're lucky enough. You know, something like, that was my vibe. But I was like, when people started calling, hey, Venus, I was like, shit, who's there?
And you know,
You know?
I actually identify as Mars,
I see what you're doing there.
right?
Yeah.
Is it working?
I'm Towela now, so, you know.
Let's leave it at
And
that.
I'm Elson. I don't use a stage name like K+. So still, we're on the same
Yeah,
wavelength.
so it was just like, let me stick with Towela while I figure everything out. And then every important person uses their name, first and last. So rarely do people say, oh, that's Towela. They'll be like, oh, that's Towela Kaira. You know what I mean?
Well, except Madonna.
Hey, forget about Madonna. You
Why
guys.
should we forget about her? She's been a force.
She has.
When you say Madonna, you know exactly which Madonna we're talking about.
I know what you mean, but if you say Towela Kaira, you know which Towela Kaira
Yes,
you're
and there's
talking
only
about.
one.
No, I
You
get
get
that.
what I'm saying.
But I'm saying if you work to that point where if somebody just walks in and says Towela, you know exactly who they're talking about.
Towela is a traditional name.
No, I
You
get
get what
it.
I'm saying? So
I get
they're
it.
like, it's like saying Mutinta.
No, but
You
the
know
way
what I
you've
mean?
grown the name.
Yes, I've grown the
if
name
anybody
to a
mentions
point.
Towela, you're the person they think of.
That's exactly what I was
You know
saying.
what I mean? You're the Towela everybody thinks of.
Is
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Like if I
insane.
tell Gob, Gob, I met Towela. He's not going to ask
He's
me
not gonna
which
wish Towela. You'll be like, bruh,
Oh.
which Towela is worth
I
mentioning?
know at least like 3 Towelas.
No, of
Nobody
course
talks
you
about
do.
them.
We don't.
I know
For a reason.
but nobody talks about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I feel like Towela alone was like, okay, Towela is okay, but like Towela Kaira, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, who's that? Who's that? You know what I mean? Even when Cleo said Towela Kaira, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so like Towela Kaira stuck, and I don't know. I feel like I have also carried the family name well, and I like it. I like that I carry the name, you know, as my stage name and as me, you know.
Do you have an English name?
No, I don't.
So you and Kondwani don't have other names?
He does, but if he hasn't said it,
No, he did. He told us.
What's his middle name?
Tell me, I'll confirm.
Chair, I won't do it. No.
Say what he told you.
What did
No,
he
he
say?
didn't.
Yes,
was
so
That was slick.
Yeah.
yeah,
that was slick.
you know,
I
it's
know
very
Mark,
yeah.
Chefy.
Chefy what?
Yes. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Wait, you know,
She's
Chefy
smart.
is very private. You know, Mark, you can be like, oh yeah, Mark's name is, and he'll be like, he wouldn't mind like that.
Mark Molaza Kaira.
Yeah,
Yes.
but
Towela
Chefy will be
Kaira.
like, mwachewe, ni fyari pofia kulanda pa interview.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sounds
so-
like Chef. Oh, so about the
How long have you been doing this in the music industry?
Serious.
This is my 4th year.
Do you plan on stopping? Do you plan on doing this until you're 60?
I plan on doing this till I leave this earth. It may not be like on stage all the time. There are different things artistically that I'm good at. I'm good at, like video directing, like putting stuff together. I'm good at coaching, like building somebody into being something they can, Yeah, so eventually if I get tired of the stage, there's something I could still do to elevate the industry, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're just starting. This is what, year 4? Guys, by year 6,
All right.
we would need to book out this whole venue because we're having an interview with Towela. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear that.
it's gonna get bigger, it's gonna get better, and we're going to replay this clip and like she said it.
Now, you're already massive now.
I know, but imagine 2 years. Imagine 2 years, like, there's Towela with the Grammy. Imagine that Towela. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to meet her. I can't wait for us to have the interview with the, so how's life now? So
It's show.
anyway,
The Empower thing.
yeah.
You had to compete for that, right?
Yes, we
How
had.
many people
What is
did you
that?
compete against?
What is that?
Everybody was uploading videos. They just chose who they wanted. They just chose who they wanted. So
Do you guys want to say what the Empower thing is?
Okay, so she did mention that she blew up from one song, her first song being Delay featuring her brothers, and Mr. Easy from Nigeria sponsored that video, right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, for real.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
dope.
through Easy's company, Empower, right? That's his
Yes,
company?
Yes.
What is
I
it?
feel like it was something to do with the bed power. Then they were doing like a music empowerment thing. So it was like Empower, a music empowerment thing with Mr. Easy. So he picked 100 artists that's where Joe Boy was from the 100. Yeah, the alcohol guy.
Yeah.
That one. He was from the 100.
Or you amongst the 100?
Yes.
So they picked randomly around
Yeah,
Africa.
they
People they
yes.
felt were good enough for their image, their brand.
Yes.
It wasn't about numbers, people voting for videos or anything.
No.
All
How much
right.
money went into that?
They were giving every artist $3,000.
Okay.
And that was like 2020. So that was like,
Wait, the 3,000 is for your pockets? The video
It's for
budget
the
is something
video.
else. Oh, for the video.
it's for the video.
Right.
So, iwana mbanga walikuwa tamano, do what you can. You get what I'm saying? Do what you can. If you want, chow the money. It's your life, it's your opportunity. If you want, make the most out of it. So, if you do your video, they'll market it for you. They'll put it on their platform. If it makes money by YouTube, they send you like a quarterly thing, like, these are your accounts, and they send you your money. I feel like it was a good initiative. So,
I know I digress, but is your YouTube monetized?
not yet. Because I just,
You know how much money you're sitting on?
I know.
You know how
I
much
know.
Yomaps is making from his YouTube?
Who?
Yomaps?
No.
I know the people handling his account. I can connect you to
Please
them.
do, please.
I will.
That would be really
so
I
nice.
will
so
do that
right off the
tomorrow.
bat, if you're gonna register your YouTube and monetize it, think of Australia.
Yes, definitely.
If you're gonna put up any clips, one other thing, and this is not just for Towela, but if you're a content creator, one other thing that I've also noticed that like the algorithm kind of picks out videos, pays more for videos that are longer than a minute.
Yes,
Right.
I get what you mean.
So if they're gonna place 2-3 ads, your video has to be a certain length.
Yes,
If
yes,
if
yes,
your
yes.
video is under a minute, they're gonna only place like one ad.
Yeah, so the
in
more
that.
ads they can.
The more ads they can place within that one video, the more
Okay.
money you.
That will make more. So
And
much
one other thing
sense.
that I've also if you place a video with music, like if you film concert. I don't know if the music belongs to you. I don't know how that works. But if I go and I film Drake
Yes.
and I post that, I will get money, but I will not get as much money as if it's original content.
Yes, I get what you mean.
You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's a couple of
And
things
I'll
that
tell you why. The algorithm when it comes to music, when you're recording from a concert, because of the background noise, all that is going in as a song. So when you upload, the algorithm is not able to recognize that as a song, so it won't get flagged. As opposed to if you put a studio recorded song on your channel, they'll flag it immediately because that's Drake's song and not your song. You know what I mean?
then again,
so then monetization will be.
But then again, how do you explain DJs who have channels and they play songs like
Oh,
also
so if you're a
for
DJ and you haven't
example?
figured that out, call me.
No, say it. How do
It's
they?
a process. Come on.
Yeah, no, but say it. Say
What
it.
this Towela show? That's
Yeah,
not, that's
yeah,
not
but
turning to
she's a musician, right?
and we're connecting her to the people handling our account as well.
So
That is-
please do. We'll have a conversation.
Yeah, we'll.
No,
after
that
the
is
show.
cool. But then again,
So
I
we'll have
don't.
two conversations. The one who gave the 800 pin and this one.
Yes, the conversations are getting longer
Yeah.
and bigger now.
Yeah, but look, in as much as I'm happy for us to do that. There are going to be 40,000 other people that are going to be watching this.
Yeah.
So instead of this benefiting one person, which is Towela, I would want this to benefit as
Okay,
many
let's finish
people
with
that
Towela.
are going to
We'll
watch
come back
this
to
as
that.
possible.
Okay.
I'm still
So,
stuck on the
yeah.
Empower. You mentioned we're digressing on the Empower thing. Crap, what was my question again? So they give you the $3,000. You do the video. Did you recover what you put in the $3,000?
Honestly, I feel like the impact that I made with that video, it was worth every penny spent. You know, so in fact, money couldn't pay for the type of exposure that gave me because I came put together. You get what I mean?
Right.
I came in so put together, it looked like my brothers had to have helped me. You know what I
The
mean?
whole industry thought that.
Yes, like there's no way this person can just start and you get what I mean. But they had to okay, Maiche, like try. You know, what are you gonna do? Start somewhere, then we'll help you from there. You get what I mean? So I feel like I wish most artists that were picked as well would have utilized those opportunities because that was life changing. Because at the time everybody was like, oh, Empower, who's coming up now? You know, like look at Joe Boy now. He's you know what I mean. That could have been anybody from the 100. You know, so we're still getting there, and yeah.
So I just ran a quick Google search on your name. And you know what's crazy is, you know how when you search for something, it will say people also searched for.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you who other people that have searched for your name also searched. They've searched for Chiller One, for Yo Maps, and Rooster.
Oh, I feel like those are some of the male artists I've done like collabos with.
Oh, so the algorithm picks people.
Hey, have you ever, I like taking this shit to like dark places. Have you ever had a scenario where you want to work with a record label or with a producer, but they always have, and this is always more difficult for women than it is for men, that you want to have a guy have sex with you first as a condition? Has that happened to you?
Oh, so you know some of the advantages of being the little sister is that nonsense never flies anywhere. No one has ever
You
approached
see,
me
you
with
were
that
refusing in the
nonsense.
beginning, but there
No,
it
I
is.
forgot. But that one.
Well, it's never
no
happened,
one.
or one guy tried and they
Never,
stopped.
never, ever. It's Towela to you. I'm not your friend.
But I'm guessing that is true to Zambians
It's
who know
true
who
to
you're
some people. I know some female artists that have
done it.
yeah, they've been in relationships with like 3, 4, 5 producers. You know what I mean?
Like who?
Huh?
Like who?
What?
What?
What you talking about? Yeah, so like I know there are people who have been in situations where they have built relationships with producers to maybe have it easier with studio time, with, you know. But that's thank God that hasn't been my story. I feel like my brothers have built enough respect in the industry that nobody would want to cross them that way, because that disrespect to me would be disrespect to them.
But that would be true to somebody who knows who your brothers are. Right? I'm
Yeah.
thinking of somebody from South Africa or Nigeria
I'm going
who
with
doesn't.
money. So that bakan shimike. I'm going with cash. How much are your services? Okay, maybe can I leave you a hook or something? And then maybe if we're negotiating, let's negotiate on things that I can give you. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like a name off your checklist. You know what I mean? For what? For something that I can have witty make here. Nah. Is it Beats by Dre or what?
Towela, with my next question, I don't mean to objectify you, but I'm picking things up.
Whenever
from-
somebody says but,
The-
just know whatever is coming
Without
after
due
that.
respect.
Yes. Just know that that's
I'm going
not...
to insult you, but I'm going to say with all due respect so that you're lenient to me when I insult you.
Yes. So go ahead and objectify her, Mr. Married Man.
Say it.
Let's do this. And I did say, I picked things up from the comments on your
Don't
post.
give disclaimers, my dear
I
brother.
have to give the disclaimer,
Just
Brian.
say
I
it
need
with
to
your
Just say it.
chest.
Just
say
say
it with
it.
the chest. Cat
Full
Williams.
chest.
When you used to perform at O'Hagan's in the band,
Yeah.
people feel you looked a certain way, right?
Yeah.
And then when you now, break into the industry,
Yeah.
you've got delay happening, people feel you started paying more attention to your ass and working it. Was it pressure from the industry to sort of like fit in or look a certain way? What was that about?
Yes and no. I feel like I'm a person that constantly wants to look my best, to present the best version of myself. You won't judge me based off 3 years when I didn't have enough money to look the way I wanted to look. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, like, I can look a certain way, I can dress a certain way, because, like, you know what I'm saying? You don't know.
And you can afford gym subscription as well.
What?
And you can afford gym subscription.
That's why sometimes I always tell people, don't judge people because you've never had that kind of temptation. You get what I'm saying? What would you do if you had the liberty to dress how you want, to look how you want? What would that life look like for you? You know what I'm saying? So I do what makes me happy. I do what makes me feel pretty. And you can't look like a bum as a female musician. I'm sorry, you just can't.
Oh, it depends who's bum.
Yeah, if it ain't looking like I'm a pretty, you can't look like a kataush for this time life. You know what I'm saying? Even for guys, you will never catch Sheffy sleeping any day. Outfit is always on point.
True
He's always
story.
looking like, oh, you're from Lekwe. So even when you're like, okay, maybe I can get that from where, just the fit together, just like, this is looking nice. You know what I'm saying? Mark is always at the gym.
Yeah.
Biceps like this. You get what I'm saying? So why should I be the one who's looking like a sack? I should look the part.
How much of this industry, especially when you're a female, do you feel sex sells? And if I don't incorporate sex into my music, nobody will pay attention to it?
I feel like I'm not deliberately trying to sell sex. I'm just a sexy girl. So I'm sorry if that comes out that way, but I'm just a sexy girl in front of a camera. You know what I'm saying? If I was ugly, it would be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It would be funny. But because I'm pretty, it's nice. So I can't decide what looks nice to certain people, but I'm not trying to sell sex. I'm just a pretty girl, living my pretty life, and people are watching. That's it.
You have said people shouldn't judge you because now you're able to afford things that you couldn't.
Yeah.
And I think any normal human being, when they start getting the money that they want, they'll start getting the things that they want.
Yes.
If you get more money than you have right now, what are you going to change about yourself?
I'll get a Lambo truck.
No, I'm talking about your body.
My body. What would I change? Those in Hollywood they have that. What is it? Ozempic that stops you from getting fat.
You want to lose weight?
In case I did gain weight, that could be something.
Let me just stop you right there.
Yeah.
My dear crush. Do you know that there's
That's my dear
something?
crush.
Do you know one of the side effects of Ozempic?
What is it?
Is your butt goes.
No.
Your what?
Your ass.
The bum goes.
Yes.
can't lose
There's
the
a lot of fat
booty.
there and it burns fat, right?
It burns your ass off.
We can't lose the booty.
No, we
like,
cannot.
That's
So
business.
let's stay away from
That's
Ozempic.
Okay,
None of
let's
your
stay away
business.
from that.
There's something called an Ozempic ass,
It's flat.
like Taylor Swift.
Oh my goodness. No, we don't want that. We
Right.
don't want
Anyway,
So,
yeah.
so that's off the list. Let's go to the next one.
I mean, if I'm doing this music for like 20 years or what, maybe I've had like 3, 4, 5 kids. Maybe I'll get my boobs done. But that's
Can I see
pretty
what they
much
look like
it.
right now?
Chow, no.
No? Okay.
I mean, if I did
You do
randomly do it, but now that
liposuction.
you've asked,
Right. This world is not my home.
You're just passing by, bro.
I mean, hey, listen, they say closed mouths don't get fed, right?
Hey.
I know, like,
You gotta try
that's
your
true.
luck.
I asked that because I know,
Yeah.
I think it's a standard with every person in Hollywood now. The moment they have money, they want to change their teeth. Even if their teeth
Did you
were
say your
good.
teeth?
Yeah, like people in Hollywood.
Are you talking about Alice?
No. Even Alice, I said
Would
the
you
same
get
thing.
your teeth done?
Yeah, I would. Definitely.
Same.
Do you
First
see,
thing.
smile? Do you see those two big ass teeth? It looks like a beaver. I feel
think
sorry
they're
for whoever
cute.
you kiss, bro.
Fitting these in their mouth.
Have you ever beat anybody as you were kissing them? And I think they brought that on
I need to ask
themselves.
my wife.
One
Yeah,
day,
you were saying?
leave the singles.
I think let's do that.
He got a wife with those teeth, so you
A
know.
very beautiful wife. Yeah.
Hey, listen, even Hitler had a girlfriend, right? So the bar is very low.
Anyway, you were saying?
Yeah, so I'll definitely teeth for sure. You know.
Wait, smile?
No.
I want to
'Cause
see
now
what
you're
I wanna
putting
see
me
what
on the
you-
spot. I
No,
can't.
Just look at me and smile.
I
veneers.
can't. Okay, Miss Huh.
No, just look at me and smile.
Oh.
I want to see what your teeth look like.
No.
Kalenga smiled at me.
No, like
Now
the
you're making
second
that
you
sound
asked,
gay, bro.
There you go. Now you got beautiful teeth.
the second you asked, like I just naturally don't want to give it.
Now you got beautiful teeth, though.
Thank you.
You do. Very
And
straight.
dimples.
I'm jealous.
Thank you.
Ooh.
Do you have tattoos?
Yes, I do.
Right.
I have 1, 2, 3,
What are they?
4, 5, 6, 7.
What are they?
8.
What's your favorite?
Where's
one?
your eighth one?
What
Because you
does it
didn't
mean
point
to
the
My
eighth
back.
one. Hold on.
Sorry?
It's
What's
on
the
my
eighth
back.
one? Okay.
Yeah.
So any on the front part of your body?
No, I have it on my side.
On your side, right?
Yeah.
What kind
I
of
have
tattoos is
sides. It's like flowers. This is like a portrait of me.
that? A portrait?
Yes.
Like your face?
Like a warrior princess type portrait. I'll show
But
you
is it
later.
your face?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, you show me later?
Yes.
Okay.
And which is the
When
most
the cameras are off.
Which is the
Hey,
most important
Brad,
tattoo
do you
for
do you
And
mind
what does it say?
Kalenga?
What is this?
We are
what's the story
building a
behind it?
connection
This was my
here.
first one, Kaira.
You're already married. What's wrong with you? You don't want to see me happy. Is that what it is? You don't want me to get married someday? I thought you were my brother.
I can't imagine Towela's baby having a stepdad like you, bro.
We're gonna have our own children, so it'll be the same child.
She's still gonna have that child, the first one, bro.
Yeah, of course.
That's the stepfather part of the conversation. I can't imagine.
You know, I'm an extremely good father.
Okay, you were saying?
Do you guys have kids?
I've got a son.
Yeah, I've got kids.
Oh, okay. How many? Hey!
Oh, he's
I'm
busy,
a
Shem.
Bali ex, eh?
yeah, big man.
He's busy.
I'm a
Hey,
busy man.
Sher, big man.
So you were asking
I
your
was
question.
asking about your tattoos. Like, what if?
This one,
Which
it was
one
my
means the most
first
to you?
one. Kaira.
Okay.
You know, I felt like even if I decided to change my stage name or get married, and you know, I would still have it on me because it's truly an embodiment of who I am and how I want to carry the family name still. I feel like that would be my biggest struggle with marriage.
Changing your surname.
Yes.
You
So
can
I might-
hyphen it.
I might need to get a doctorate just to be Dr. Kaira.
You can hyphen it.
Yeah.
How?
Towela Kaira dash.
Dash. Then
Like
then,
Kim Kardashian West.
Yeah.
It's not the
Yeah,
same, man.
like Towela Kaira Chigerwe.
Atisha,
Go,
the
go,
last
go,
name.
go, boy, you
Oh,
laughing.
brother's working overtime
You know
to
what? I
scoop
feel
this
like
one.
if people get married, we should stick to the
Go,
the
boy,
nicer
laughing.
name.
I don't know why. I don't know why you guys don't want to see me happy.
What's your last name again?
Chigerwe.
Huh?
Chigelo.
Chigelwe.
Chigelo.
Chigelo.
Don't listen to this person. It's Chigerwe. No, say it like in front of America. 'Cause it's gonna be your last name one day. So practice that.
I feel like we should, if it was going to happen,
Yeah.
we should take mine because mine's nicer.
No.
Easier to pronounce, right?
Yes.
I can't. I could take you and not your brothers because I can't imagine having those
Brothers-in-law.
as brothers-in-law.
Do you think
Imagine
do you
going
think-
through
Tola, do you think you can make
immigration,
it work
like when
with
you want to
with
go to
this
a
guy?
different country, and then you have Macky2 standing there and like, we were going to allow you into the States.
But
no.
But this one here,
Wow.
Do you think you can make it work with this guy?
Oh,
He
this one.
really crushes on you. Like, it's crazy.
I don't know him personally, so I can't really like.
no,
you
we
know,
could change that over dinner.
Are you gonna take this dinner? offer?
laying it on hard. Okay.
I can do that too.
My chill.
Okay. Tola,
Are you
seeing
blushing?
someone or not? So we move on to this
What?
topic. Are you seeing someone or not? So we move on.
Yes, I am.
I don't care.
I'm not a single girl. Yeah, but I'm single for my babies watching.
Hey, listen.
you?
Hey,
For him,
li-
for as long as you're not married.
hey, listen. Competition. I was about to say the same thing. Competition is good, right? Until you get married, you're single.
Is it?
It is.
Okay, I hear you.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dr. Kaira,
Is that who you were having lunch with
When?
when you had the green hair? I think that was yesterday.
Oh no, I was with my cousin.
Okay, you're not cheating on me.
I can't take my cousin for dinner.
Okay. Paparazzi.
I swear. You can be exposed, I'm telling you.
Towela, you were talking about not dropping your name and you want to do medicine. You are at University of Zambia, right?
Yes, I
And you
was.
graduated. What were you studying there?
I was doing social work.
Social work.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. And you're doing a lot of social work with your twerking because it's community service. You know the amount of lotion and
swear.
tissue that people have used every time you twerk? That's community service, aka
You
social
know,
work.
She's doing
if
a lot
it
for our
makes you
country.
happy, if
You're doing a lot for
it
your country.
stops you from having negative thoughts,
What stops you from having negative thoughts?
my
The twerking.
videos,
Oh, right.
if it gives your life meaning, I mean, what can I say, Elson? I'm here for you.
My girlfriend is gonna watch this.
And?
Hey baby, I'm playing. This is part of the job.
It's a joke.
Oh, I haven't shown her your job description. It's part of the job.
This is part of the job.
We promise.
Okay.
We
swear.
promise.
I have to flirt with the guests. He plays the role of the married man.
What took you to social work, though?
I don't know. I felt it was closer to what I wanted to do. I did social work and psychosocial counseling as well as a side diploma. I did public administration as well. Like I was so passionate about like school stuff, and then I just got bored. So eventually, when I like feel the need, I might,
Do you
dabble.
feel you ever practice what you studied at UNZA?
I do every day.
Open
I
like
just
a-
told you she's practicing
I do
it every time
day.
she releases
I
a
feel
video.
like I'm one of those people. If we had a conversation for like 2 minutes,
Right.
and if you are having a hard time, Katwishi fe, you would just open up to me. I just have like that.
Oh, you use that skill from,
Yes,
from the
I'm
university.
a certified counselor.
What kind of
so if you
opening
need chair, I don't know. You want to bust it, Pamela?
Hey, listen.
Please show us what you're working with,
Elson,
Elson.
Yeah. Hey, listen. So,
Yeah.
are you gonna eat?
Not now.
So we got burgers. We have ribs,
Wings.
And, go on, you
And
wanna tell us what that is?
wings.
Are those chicken wings?
Oh, they look so nice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This look good. Some of us don't cook, right? So, are you gonna eat?
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
In a bit.
Because if you guys mess around,
Oh,
this
you
thing will
don't
be.
cook?
No, I
Does
don't
your
cook.
girlfriend cook?
I've got a chef though.
Ooh. How many times a week does she
She
come in?
comes 3 times a week.
Oh, so she does like meal preps? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
But she hasn't been for the last week.
Okay.
Her child is sick.
So-
which I really feel is good. I know you're gonna watch this. Which I really feel is good none of my business. Your child gets sick, so now I have to eat takeout.
I'm sorry that I have prioritized my child's health over like your burgers.
A replacement, bro.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, get a replacement.
So this
Something
just
else.
kicks in, the psychosocial counseling thing, and interesting. And then before UNZA, you were at a convent school.
Yes, I was. I was at a Catholic school.
This is how you turned out. How you turned out, right?
No.
Freaky.
I thought Catholic school people were more grounded because of the
I was. I am
discipline
still,
from
yeah,
Catholic
like
schools,
it's still the same. I feel like
Shut
I was
up.
at, say it.
with your chest.
As you were, Towela.
As
No,
you were?
please. I want you to say
I would
it.
never interrupt you. Ever.
I have stopped for your sake. Say it.
You know what they say about pastors' kids? The same kind of sort of applies to, I know so many girls, because back in my day, I used to be,
A good
I've been
boy.
around the block, right?
Okay.
The freakiest girls are girls with daddy issues and girls who went to Catholic schools.
Is it?
If they don't turn out to be
Think-
lesbians.
let's see what happens in the comment section
I
of this
feel like
episode.
Catholic-
I doubt that
Absolutely.
very much.
Maybe-
You remember the
maybe
girl who we
Catholic
had on the
boarding
phone
schools?
who loved? You remember we had on the phone the other time?
Yeah. Went to a Catholic school?
Catholic school.
Wow. You were talking about your
Kaya
Catholic.
Catholic square mindako, but
Hey.
as we served the Lord, we praise Jesus.
Amen.
And we believe
Hallelujah.
in Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior.
Amen. You were saying about the
And
Catholic
we
experience.
rebuke such profanities.
Amen.
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 Yeah, so I went to a Catholic school Yeah, I feel like I never really had that freaky or I feel like maybe sometimes because Catholic schools are a bit more uptight. It can be a good thing or a bad thing. So it just depends on the person.
How do you think it's going to be bad?
What?
How do you think it's going to be bad?
It's a good thing for me because it kept me grounded. It helped me with the routine.
Until you left and you started twerking.
I started twerking like what?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like a year ago?
I wouldn't be surprised if Aqua Light Skin went to a Catholic school too. So that nigga twerks in all his videos.
Are we blaming the Catholics now?
Yes, we are.
Oh my God.
I saw this really dark joke. Wait, how did that? Wait, talk amongst yourself. I'm gonna try and replay the joke in my head
And remix it to suit this. You're talking about your Catholic experience, though. Yeah. What it did to you?
I feel like it put some sort of order with me. It gave me a routine. It gave me some sort of code. You know what I'm saying? Because already it was not like a boarding school, so it was like a day school. So already it's the Catholic school. It's the all-girls school. So already you have that kind of prestige. So early on, you're the prize. So I feel like that was my Catholic school experience because I'm the prize and been the prize, still the prize. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I wouldn't take it back.
This is on the copper belt, right?
Copper belt.
You know, always, when I look at you guys, you, Mark, Kondwani, I always try to imagine what kind of a home setup that you guys grew up in.
Yeah.
Was it always musical? Were you always singing? Were they always rapping? What was it like in your pre-teens?
I mean, high school wise, I would just go sit at the studio. They do their thing. When they learned, she can actually sing, they would call me to do to my hooks here and there. Like I have songs out there with my voice, but I was too shy back then.
Yeah.
I was like, no, don't put my name. What? You know? But I loved singing, so I would just love being in the studio setup. Yeah. And they had their own space very early on, so.
How old were you when you guys lost your parents?
Very small. Very, very small. Very small. By the time my mom passed, like I was too young to even go to the funeral, to the burial and stuff like that.
How young are we talking?
Small.
5, 6,
7.
7.
That's how old my son is right now.
Your mom passed away first.
No, my dad.
Your dad. Oh yeah, I remember Macky2 sang about that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I'm trying. So who raised you?
The wolves. I mean, everybody played a part. I feel like, sometimes growing up, there's so many things that I wish could have been done better. Okay. But now as an adult, I see that every home that I ever lived in, they did their best and they tried. Because now I have people that I am caring for that stay with me, live with me. And then I'm thinking maybe there are moments when they're like, you get what I'm saying? But in everything, I'm just doing my best. And then when time comes, when they grow and they're like, you know what? You know what I mean? She was just so trying her best. So I can't say anything bad. A few years ago, I'd been like, this, that. But then growing up and just fully seeing what life is, even the father that you have is just a boy trying to figure things out. Get what I'm saying?
So we say that all the time. Also,
you know what I mean? Like we're all just trying to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Even just like the people that we lived with, and then you see them, and you in your mind you're like, why couldn't they do that? And then you're like, snap. Get what I'm saying? These are real people problems, and they're still trying to figure life out. So. They did the best that they could, so shout out to them. Yeah.
I've noticed, and we spoke a little about this earlier. You never really post much about your child.
Yeah. I'm very protective. I'm very possessive. I'm very vengeful. So I do not want to see a stray towards my child in any way. Because I will find you. I will find where you live. and we will sort it out one-on-one.
You sound like Liam Neeson right now.
Yes.
I will find you.
Yes, with
and
a pencil.
That's
Yes.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
You know
and
who's-
that's me, and I will take it there. For me, because it's beef, it's live. If you want to beef with me online, be sure that Ngwambona it's on site. Because not fair. You get what I'm saying? So
Ooh, feisty.
yes, I am.
Ooh.
Yes.
Girl.
So I don't like that side of me to be seen. So I would rather protect you from me.
I think I'm the same. Maybe I posted my kids once, and I've deleted that post. After it was actually with your brother.
Oh,
Macky2
okay.
came home and we were joking about, do you know who this is? And he said,
Yeah.
no, we don't. And Mark was like, if you knew who I was, I'd be very worried. And we kneeled down and I posted, he kneels down to him like, he thought I was taking a
Yeah.
photo. There's actually a video and I posted that. And people commented, others were trying to be silly, but I figured this is going to piss me off. So let me just take it down.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it does. For me, there's very few things that piss me off, but that's one of those things.
I'm exactly the same.
And it's on site. It's
Ngatwa
on.
kumana.
Oh my goodness, it's on site. Elo eneta kwa forgiveness. Ngawafi amba ni finara push. If you take it there, I'ma take it further.
Ooh,
So-
Kendrick. You're clearly a K-Dot fan, aren't you?
Towela.
Yeah.
You are.
Yes, a little bit.
Did you watch his pop-up concert?
Ooh, pop, 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 pop.
This man, 5 freaking times,
Guys.
he made sure that the nail was in.
In the coffin. You can't even
I mean, 5 times is a little petty, but I feel like it's for those that were doubting if Drake lost or what.
Like, I'm gonna
It's
rub
like,
it
let
in.
me show you.
And did you see that Drake has deleted all his diss songs from his platforms?
No.
Yeah, he took them down.
For real.
Yes, he did. That's what an L looks like. Because you thought this was McMill all over again.
Yes, he did. And I felt like because everybody was attacking him, he looked like the Thanos of the group. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I'm the guy that all of you need to gang up and,
No.
know.
And I've said, okay, this is the 3rd podcast that I'm discussing this. I felt K-Dot really delivered a psychological breakdown of his opponent.
Yeah.
He spoke to him. He spoke about Drake from the view of Drake as a father,
Yes.
as an imposter,
As a child.
right? That you're a culture vulture,
Yes.
right? This is not your culture. You've come here. You've tried to make as many collabos as you can so that you fit in,
Yes.
right? And that's one
I
thing
feel
that
like
Kendrick
even
had.
most people don't even know Drake's Canadian. They
Right.
just think he's from the hood somewhere, But he was like, he's literally like Ariana Grande at this point. You know what I mean? Like, that's how much of a Disney childhood, star he was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to come up with this whole tough guy, rap guy.
Nobody was gonna buy that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people bought into it because he collaborated with so many people that, were about that life. So no
Right.
one bothered to be like, oh, okay. Nga your accent, yo. You know what I'm saying?
So that's the music that you listen to, hip hop.
Sometimes.
Favorite artist, apart from Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
This is not gonna work.
It's official.
This is not
Jay-Z.
gonna work.
No, I feel like, do you know I weirdly don't like Jay-Z? I feel like my girl Beyonce is settled. I mean, you know what I mean?
There's no such thing as an ugly billionaire.
No sooner
I
had this
mean-
relationship started than
No
This
sooner.
ended.
this is not gonna work.
I swear to you.
What about Jay-Z do you not like?
Did
Towela?
you like God Did?
Yes, I did.
It was mediocre at best.
I love Jay-Z's verse.
That no.
So here's the thing.
You know that it was so overhyped. It was like how how Rihanna. I love Rihanna for days. Love, adore. But people like when she put out that song, the one in Wakanda. People were like, it felt
me
like
now.
that. You know what I mean? Like you've wanted something out from your favorite artists for so long, you
Towela.
accept whatever.
So here's my take on Jay-Z. What Jay-Z has done cannot be replicated. What I mean by that,
Okay, who do you think is better, Jay-Z or Nas?
Jay-Z hands down. No, I'll tell you why. Nas is a poet. Right? It's almost like comparing Jay-Z to it's almost like the whole
But
Biggie and Tupac.
isn't that what rap is about? Rhythm and poetry?
Well, again, it depends with how you're looking at it, all right? The reason why I like Jay is almost for the same reason why I like Kendrick.
Okay.
Is their raps are layered. You have to think through what they are saying. I spoke to Sheffy about this, that when you're a rapper and when you are telling a story, do you intentionally have to dumb down what you're saying so that the masses get it?
Yeah.
Or do you say, F it, I'm going to say how it comes to me.
Yeah.
Whoever gets it, and whoever doesn't.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody say, I think it was Kazadi who said, Jay-Z had to be given 7 minutes to explain yada, yada, yada on God did. And I've said, if you listen to what this man says, if he says one line, it has got 4 different meanings. You have to literally...
There was an interview I watched where, I'm not saying he does have layered lyrics and double entendre meanings, what.
Quadruple at times.
Yes. So, but I feel because that's what you know him for, even when he just says a bar of soap,
You will
be like, a bar of soap. You don't get what he's saying. He's saying...
SOAP.
It's SOAP. It's, I feel like that's what
he's a son of a
God did
poet.
was for me. It's like you have to overthink it to make it be deep. When on just surface level or like, it wasn't what Jay-Z, it wasn't his best work.
I
In
Towela.
short.
Towela. But he said bar of soap. It's SOAP. He's a son of a poet.
What?
Bars!
Bars!
Yeah, so... I don't know.
Shit,
because I've listened to Jay-Z since Blueprint. And he has songs where it is
That's way
just
back.
about... You say what?
That's way back.
It's way back.
A son of a poet.
Soap.
Oh, they dropped the soap. Ooh! Ooh!
Yes,
A triple,
I don't like...
quadro.
You know that?
yeah, you people are not gonna make fun of Jay-Z. This won't end well.
But that's why it's gonna work. She's a fan of Nas. You Jay-Z.
Are you a fan of Nas?
Yes.
But I
feel
will
like
tell you this.
That's why it's gonna work. You guys are. This is like
if we're
bedroom talk right
truly
now.
looking at the essence of rap,
Ooh, there we go.
No, but I will tell you this. The body of work, if you're looking at the body of work, Jay-Z has got a much better body of work. Nas had maybe 2 or 3 classic albums. When you look at Jay-Z, he has... When you're looking at the overall body of work that they've both done, hands down, Jay-Z wins.
I feel like in a few years, because Kendrick has such like a pop culture fan base, in maybe like 10, 20 years, they'll say Drake won.
No.
Because Drake has more albums,
And
Drake
it's still
has
going.
this,
No,
that.
no, that's not true. Because when you look at the difference between these 2 people, and we likened this to Prince and Michael Jackson, right? Who the better artist was Prince. Hands down. Michael Jackson was more commercial. He was a pop artist. He knew how to sell. When you look at Beyonce, for example, and I'm about to rub you the wrong way.
That's
let me finish my point.
crazy with the Prince and...
Michael Jackson.
Yes.
Why do you think that?
I feel like Michael was such an icon and he was just as talented
Yes.
as Prince. I
No.
feel like you can't say Prince was more talented
Well, the only
than
difference
Michael.
is Prince could play any instrument.
Yes.
Yes.
It's
So
like saying
I'm about to go a step
Michael
further.
is better than Prince because Michael can dance.
So no,
And Prince can only play
so
instruments.
here's
You know what I mean?
so I said when a better artist. What I meant by that artistically is when you look at Beyonce, for example, right, and you look at the credits, you will see 30 people being credited for one song that Beyonce has done.
Right.
When you look at Ed Sheeran, for example,
He's playing the guitar. He's written
you'll
the
see
song.
2 people at the most. Him and maybe the producer or one other person.
Yeah.
So if you were to ask me who the better artist is, I would say Ed Sheeran if we were to compare the
Lies.
2. Right?
Because why?
If
you know what
it
I'm
would
saying? It's
take you,
because-
if it would take you 50 people for you to bring out a song, I don't think
There's some
you
people
are.
work better with teams.
No, hold on.
Not even that.
But once again, and this is why Drake
it takes
is
a
not-
lot of work to make great music. Have you listened to the
I don't
detail
agree.
in
I don't agree.
Beyonce's songs?
I
Just-
don't agree. Because take a look at, what example did I want to give you? Take a look at Drake. A big part of why Drake is not recognized as one of the best
Too
hip-hop
many
artists
ghostwriters?
is he doesn't write his own songs. So you cannot respect somebody like that. And this is why even Kendrick said, am I battling you or AI and ghostwriters? Because you'd have a team of 20 people say, okay, say this.
I
that
feel
type
like
of thing.
Drake didn't lose because of his ghostwriters. his bars just went up to par. That's the truth.
Even if they were.
Him and his team or him and his ghostwriters.
Even if they were, the fact that
wasn't.
you've got a team of people whispering in your ear what to say. So, sorry to say this. If you have a person who is going to be able to play all the instruments and produce his songs, and you have another person who's going to have 30 people to produce one song, to me, hands down, by far, the better talented artist in there is the former rather than the latter. And that's why I said Michael Jackson, when it comes to a pop icon and knowing how to commercially sell his image, by far Michael Jackson was. But better artist in terms of creativity and everything, Prince. And I would give Joe Jackson.
I love Prince, and I'm not gonna take away anything because it's Prince, you know. But have you seen Michael Jackson from the time he was 5 to the time he died, to the Thriller times? He completely evolved from. He was like a soul singer, like R&B soul, like a black singer. He transformed
100%. But how much of that do
That's so much art. Like I feel like we skip on that part because like he randomly became like a white guy, but that was as much transition as it was in his music.
Have you watched the documentary on Netflix where they were making the... No, actually, there's 2 documentaries you need to see for you to appreciate Michael Jackson and put him on the same level as Prince, in my opinion.
Yeah.
When you understand Michael Jackson through Quincy Jones' eyes, you see a whole totally different Michael Jackson.
Do you know who I credit for Michael being as big as he is?
Quincy Jones?
No. It's
His
Joe
dad.
Jackson. It's his dad.
For whipping it into the artist that he turned out to be.
His dad would make this kid carry bricks from one part of the yard to the next and then back again. So for Quincy to have noticed that kid is because of how much discipline.
The foundation, yeah.
It's the foundation.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
Now? No.
No, just generally. Do you think that's a bad thing?
No. I don't.
Do you think it's okay that he's villainized?
Who? Joe
Jackson.
Joe
No,
Jackson.
because of who he then became later on in his life. Because if you also watch King Richard, whom Venus and Serena Williams' father was to those girls and how strict he was to them and who they became today, is hands down, in my opinion, was because of who their father was.
Oh.
In my opinion.
Okay.
We digress.
So please don't disrespect Jay-Z like that. I really
Especially
want
that you might
this to
never
work.
conversations.
Jay-Z is cool, but I feel like, man, Beyonce is an icon, you guys. They're like people that are born once in a while. You get what I'm saying? When you see people like, shit, this one is daft. You know what I mean? When you look at even people like Rihanna, like, they don't make music, but she's the only artist that has sold over like 1 million copies of her album.
To be honest, I don't think Beyonce is talented. Not as talented. I don't think so. I think Beyonce, and we had this discussion, you and I, before. I think Beyonce is just like a diamond. The brand is marketed well. Just like the diamond is not the most precious mineral, but
I
it
feel
is
like
marketed
if there was a diamond,
so well.
it would have been Rihanna. Because Rihanna is talented, but not like, oh, Rihanna, oh my God, her voice. She just has like an aura and a vibe.
So
You
is
get what I'm
Beyonce.
saying?
Beyonce is a good performer.
She's a great performer. She's
Singer
a great...
though? No, I don't think so. Can't convince me.
You don't know what you're
great
talking
singer too.
about.
I can tell you so many other artists, female artists that have got better vocals than Beyonce.
And don't mention Mariah or
I was
Whitney.
just about to mention Mariah.
Don't mention Mariah or Whitney because one's dead. One couldn't handle the pressure of being an artist and overdosed. So being an artist also means discipline. That's
Wait,
the
who's
harsh
that?
truth.
Whitney.
And
She's
her
been
voice
doing drugs
was-
for a minute though.
What?
She had been doing drugs for a minute.
Yes.
From day one.
Yeah.
So, being an artist also involves discipline. You get what I'm saying? Not that it's a bad thing. She did try to change her life, but you can't bring her into this conversation when you're talking about somebody who's been performing for like 20 years and can still pull out one of the best tours of
Performances,
all
yeah.
time.
Because she's marketed so well.
Is it?
Yes.
I feel like after this conversation, just go take a deep dive into
But then
maybe...
also, that's a little unfair on Beyonce because
Very,
when she
actually.
left Destiny's Child, She was able to stand on her own.
Because she was marketed so well.
But dude, how far can marketing take you if you're not
Yes.
talented?
As far as diamonds are now being
dude,
regarded.
If there's no talent there,
That one
there's little
now.
marketing can do
No,
to help you.
listen.
There's people that record labels that put
Sad.
money into, and they don't go anywhere.
Yes.
The marketing budgets are huge, but they don't go anywhere because the talent's just not there.
It's just that they
Beyonce is a talented artist. Give her flowers, man.
A performer, yes.
She's a talented artist.
In terms of being able to sing,
You
I
know,
don't see
Okay,
it.
this debate will not
Not
end.
to be
won't
honest, I
end.
don't-
It
I don't-
won't
I don't
end.
see it.
We're
I feel
talking
like
about
she
your-
can sing better than she can even perform.
I think so too. And
You
Halo
know?
proved it.
Yes.
Towela, we're talking about your childhood. Do you ever?
wait, sorry. Before we go there,
Yeah.
just in based off what
Yes.
when we're speaking about artists and the pressure that comes with it,
Yes.
do you have any vices like that you have because you have to cope with the limelight and the pressure?
Weirdly, I've had to deal with so much growing up and getting to where I am. So I don't think there's anything that's that intense for me to need a vice. If anything, I prefer to be I do drink occasionally here and there, but I prefer to be sober even
Brothers?
before performances. And, these make the best mixes, these
I
brothers.
tell you.
What.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Try
you're
the
saying-
pina colada with like some slices of pineapple and tequila.
Bomb.
Yes, so I don't feel like, guys, quite about pressure. I'm real life here, chinga fia kwati. Bam dibala tondonga life here, petashan. So I don't think music should get to a point where you feel like I need something to survive. No,
But I don't know if it's just music alone.
Just life in general.
Fame, because nobody really prepares
Fame.
you for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were speaking to Slab the other time, where this guy was literally dragged on Twitter because he was getting out of gym. A fan said hi to him. He did not, according to the fan,
say
he
hi
didn't.
back.
He didn't say hi back, right? So then the guy goes on Twitter and he says whatever he did, and the guy gets dragged. They didn't know the backstory that Slab's son had gotten burnt, right? And he got this text or this call while he was in gym. So flew out of gym and is rushing to get to his son. They don't have that context. So fame alone, once you have it, there's a lot that go with it.
yes.
And to cope with that, either you need a vice or some other coping mechanism.
I feel like the only coping mechanism you need to understand is you will never be good enough for everyone. When you understand and fully accept that even Jesus who died for us, there are people who don't like him. Get what I'm saying? Like, you've not even met him. You don't even have a relationship. You just like, screw that guy, So what more
They did screw him to
you
our
know what I
cross.
mean? What?
Nothing. Sorry. Bad joke.
Towela,
She
you were saying?
laughed. You know when you
so
crash
like-
laughs, innit? You know how beautiful that sound is? As you
So,
were?
I feel like acceptance is key. You know you're a good person, but there are trash human beings out there who are famous, not taking that away.
We know a few.
Yes, but if you know, like, okay, maybe I was just having a bad day, and I know that that's not me, I wouldn't take it to heart too much, because there are a lot of people who've met me and like, she's such a good person, so down to earth, what? So the people that have met you will be like, no, she was actually really nice to me. Maybe just met her on an off day, stuff like that. So sometimes when you're a villain in a lot of people's stories, it's a problem. But you just have to accept that you can't manage to make everybody happy. You get what I mean? There are people that have run into me. Maybe I'm doing a school run, I'm late, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just won't maybe be in the right space to be like, hi, hey, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't make me a bad person. But I understand first impressions last. Hello, if that's your first impression of me, I get how it's just rough.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Or have people had a bad first impression of you? Because that laugh was a little too
Personal.
yeah.
You know what? I tried to take life easy, guys. I had a moment where I was at the airport. And then I met the lady again. She was like, you know what? Me and my daughter actually ran into you. I was so excited to see you. But we said hi, and then you just looked the other way. I was like, serious? So just what? That come a girl.
This come on, girl.
In my mind, I'm like, I really don't remember that encounter. But because I don't remember it doesn't mean it's not significant to other people. So even if I'm not guilty of it, I was like, yes. Oh, sorry, Munjere. maybe I was just absent-minded or nalichelafi. But malifia like, oh, can we take a picture? Try to do a bit of damage control, but also I won't beat myself up because I don't know what was going on in my head at that time. So I can't fully be like villainize. Ooh, that looks still good.
Do you want to have that?
It is nice. Have you had it before?
Give it to your
No,
crush,
I
bro.
haven't.
Give it to your crush,
It's
bro.
nice. Taste it.
Do you
Taste
want to
it.
have
Taste
that?
it.
Okay, cool, sure. Do you want me to feed it to you?
No,
Okay.
but it is
off
nice.
camera,
You like
maybe?
it. Boy,
Do people
bye.
ever tell you that you look unapproachable?
No,
No?
Not to me though.
no. I feel like to men,
Thank you, my man.
and I like that.
To men.
To men, I'm very unapproachable.
Don't teach
women
Welsh.
come up to me. Women will be like, oh my God, Towela. Women will kiss me. I swear to you.
You want to dress like a woman now?
Yeah.
Please. I big mama.
Big Mama's house.
I'm telling you. Like women have the courage because, pretty girls recognize pretty girls. You know what I'm saying? Good women recognize good women. So I feel like women have it easy with me. For a guy, I'm approachable, but I'm very intimidating a little bit for most.
That's actually pretty good. So I'm going to ask you a question. And tell me why this person said what they said. So before I called you,
Yeah.
I asked somebody to call you and get you on the podcast.
Yes.
And they said, this one, forget she'll never come. And that's Chosta.
Oh, okay.
And you're doing a press run. You were like going to every radio station. I think you were on you're promoting your music. So I said, can you get her on?
Yeah.
And said, no,
one
she would
forget.
never come. So was it us specifically?
Yes, it was. That came out so strong.
No, it came out.
It
That was probably an
was. It
interesting
was
story,
because, like I said, for me, sometimes it's easy to misinterpret banter with people. So maybe with the clips, like I told you, sometimes I can't, like maybe watch the full thing.
Right.
But maybe with like the short clips that are advertised, maybe I misinterpreted like the type of conversations you were having. So knowing me and how feisty I am, I wouldn't let that slide. You get what I'm saying? So I don't want to be in a position where people see me get out of character for
Because somebody's
anyone's
pushed
sake.
you. I kept
Blame Gob. He's the one who chops up the teasers and
Yeah.
the short clips.
You know what I'm saying?
It's his fault.
Yeah, so for me, I'm just like, I don't want to be
We're shifting
ever
brain
at
now,
a point where I want to trend for the things that I want. You get what I'm saying?
Like your ass?
Yeah.
Not
if-
something training and they don't have control over it.
Yes. And I don't want to be at a point where I'm offended by you. Because if I'm offended by you, I will definitely offend you back.
Gob, sorry, just a second.
This
Gob,
one's the true Kopala chick, eh?
Mark, put a timestamp on this. This has to be the promo. When she says, I don't want to trend for the wrong reasons, and I said, like, your ass. And she said,
You
yes.
know what to do. You know what to do.
Yeah, so mark this.
Wow.
So, but do you see this? The
I don't want to trend
conversation.
for the wrong reasons, like you asked. No, yes, for my ass, I would. It's my ass. If I want to
Right.
put it out, it's my
Ours
ass.
soon.
Yeah, so don't use that
Again,
clip.
that- she
Because
said
if I
yes.
say, you don't trend for the wrong reasons, like your ass, and then I say yes, like I'm ashamed of my booty, baby. Baby, no,
bright future
No.
behind you.
bright.
Pretty people have it easy in life. I honestly feel there's no research that I've done, but I honestly feel pretty people have it better in life.
Is
That's
it?
just a fact.
Oh, absolutely.
It is a fact.
Like you sell through life a lot easier if
People
you're,
open doors for you if you're
good
pretty.
looking.
People will allow it if you
Well,
skip the
shout
line
out
at the
to
bank
God
if you're
then.
pretty.
I'll tell you this: if I were good looking and I compliment your ass, that's a compliment.
Yes.
If I look like him and I say the same thing, that's sexual harassment. The difference is just basically in how you look.
Noted.
Okay.
I mean, there is,
It looks like
there is
I'm playing with you, my
truth
man.
to what you've said. I mean,
This whole episode should be down to Elson shooting a shot at Towela.
How long has it been?
Long enough.
This has been the longest time I've ever shot my shot with anybody.
And you're not moving.
No,
Not moving at all.
no.
it's nice, right?
Talk about hard to get. If hard to get was a human.
Oh, it is. Her.
If hard to get was a human.
It is.
Towela.
Yes.
And I'm sorry to take you back, but we didn't finish on this story. I wasn't satisfied with something that we started.
You want her to satisfy you?
Yes, Towela, please satisfy me with a good answer on this one.
All right,
I'm just playing with you. Your mom dies when you're 7.
Yeah.
What's your fondest memory of her? Do you have any memories of you with her at 7?
I feel like my mom was a giver. So I do remember like birthdays. She brought me this huge cake at school because,
Wow.
it was like, I was like this small and then it was like this big. And then I was holding it with both little hands like, there's that. Then there's us going for like a drive. I remember there was a lot of water. I think yeah. And I just remember having like such a good time.
Right.
And I'm glad I have these individual, not like group setting kind of memories. I feel like it helps me lock in a little bit. And for me, just that little time I spent with her was the standard of love for me, because that woman would go out of her way for me. You know what I'm saying? And people be like, oh, she's your mom, she's your mom. Have you seen the terrible nonsense parents that are in this world?
Bruh.
Please.
Bruh.
They are nonsense parents.
I mean, I've always said, I honestly really believe this. Mm-hmm. You need to have a license to become a parent.
Approve.
You need a license to drive.
I'm telling you.
You need a license to be a doctor. But you are raising a
Yes.
whole human.
Even
life.
I feel like Ukukuma Fialo, where they do like parental classes, they have the right idea. Because I feel like the second you know that, okay, I'm about to have a child, even you as the man, start going. Even if whether you're together or not, start you mandatory by law. If you don't go, we'll lock you up.
I mean, it's why welfare comes in quickly in America if you're not treating
Yeah,
your child properly.
yeah.
Right.
So like everybody should be ready. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And so those are the fond memories. But from what you've heard about your mom and just your experience with her, your short experience with her,
Yeah.
if she didn't go when she did,
Yeah.
what kind of a person do you think you'd be today?
Kind of person would I be today?
That's a very good
like
question.
I would be I feel like I would have not experienced so many things because I knew I did have to look out for myself in a certain way, and she got me. But there's so much growing up at a young age that I had to experience. You get what I mean? So I feel like that would have been, let me be a child.
Right.
Yeah. So even now, I indulge in everything that makes me happy. Guy, I'm like, so it's a Towie show, guys. Because like I feel like as a kid I sacrificed so much. I didn't experience the child thing. I had to grow up so fast. So I feel like that would have been great,
Your dad died first.
Yeah.
So your mom was the only parent you had left.
Yes.
So when she went, who raised you?
Everybody. My aunties, my uncles.
You see, Elson was busy admiring you the whole time when you answered that question earlier.
Yeah. He didn't
She
get
did say everybody
she say
raised her.
that?
Yes.
Yeah. I did.
Focus, Elson. She's beautiful, we know.
Duh.
This is the first time I've seen Elson brain frozen, like literally.
Oh, she said that.
Yeah, I did.
She did describe growing up with different families at some point in
Yeah.
her life. Yeah.
Wow. Sorry.
And
Hey,
all of
let-
them tried their best to be the best to her. She did
Right.
say that,
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm going to most likely ask you stuff that you've already been asked before. I can tell you how many
Hey,
teeth you have. I can tell you
Oh
how
my
the corner of your eyes look right
goodness.
now. Do you feel objectified?
I'm used to it.
You're used to
I
that.
feel like, sometimes there's such a thin line between being objectified and being appreciated.
You're appreciating,
So,
that's a
yeah,
good thing.
so I
So
feel
which
like
do you
you're
think
more
I'm
on the
doing?
appreciating side. I mean,
Yes,
you
I am.
are crossing the line.
Okay,
little bit.
but I haven't crossed.
Yes,
I'm like
but
right by the
the
line.
leg is...
Right. It
Yeah.
goes and it comes back.
Yeah.
It
But,
goes.
it's all
Then, like,
love,
I'm
it's all
psyched.
good.
And then I don't know how to phrase this question, but a lot of musicians around the world have ended up in music because of hardships.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Except Diddy.
Yeah, okay, he grew up in a good home, Ivy League schools and stuff. But majority of the
I made a laugh for the second time. I'm on a roll.
you're really
man.
taking these things.
Gob, we need a counter on the screen.
there's-
Every time I say something and she laughs, we need a little counter.
Again,
Again. Thank you for that.
sure.
you may not have been in music if your mom lived long. Right.
I think I would have.
Serious.
It
I
runs
think
in the
I would
family.
have. Not even running in the family. I feel like I'm the type of person, but music has found me and I found it. So even if they were alive and be like, hey, don't do this, don't do that,
You'll still do it.
I would have still done it because even when they were not around, I still have sense. Like, hey, kuya ku school, kuchitashan. I
Right.
still have to get my life in order. So even in heaven, they're like, shit, this child doing the right thing, go to school. Do what you need to do, you know what I mean? So I feel like I would have still done what they would have wanted. Like, oh, go to school first, like the traditional parent type thing. But I would have still at
would have been a
some
rebel.
point. Yeah, I would have been like, okay, now, see, I've got my degrees.
Can I now?
I've got my what? Can I now pursue what I want to do? If
Can I go sing at O'Hagan's now?
yeah, can I go do that? You know? Yeah.
I so relate to that because the being a rebel part.
Were you a
because
rebel?
I swear my mom really wanted me to be a lawyer, hey?
Were you a
But
rebel?
still supported me when I chose
Yeah.
DJing and being on the mic.
Yeah.
But is that being a rebel though?
They took me to school and I dropped out. You know how much they paid for first year? Yeah.
Okay, that's a pay. Why are you dropping out of school? That I really don't get. I really don't get. Unless your opportunities have taken you to maybe Australia or something you can manage. But why are you leaving school? I would never get that.
You know where that question is coming from? It is coming from the perspective of your upbringing, right? So you were raised by all these relatives.
Yes.
And they all had to chip in. So any
Yeah.
opportunity that was given to you, you'd had to grab it with both hands.
Yeah.
It's different to he had both parents, right? So it's different when your upbringing
Did you
is
feel
that
you had the luxury to quit?
I was about to say the same thing. So you're looking at it from two different lenses.
Okay.
Because I was in
think
college, I had like a full-time, I had 2 jobs.
2.
Yeah, I used to be a cashier at Pick and Pay. I used to sing at the web.
Wow.
Yeah, like I had 2 jobs.
Do you know who this conversation reminds me of?
Right.
Huh?
Who?
Oscar Chavula.
How so?
You remember he moved from house to house and he realized that he would wake up like early in the morning
Yeah.
and do work because he had to impress his relatives so that it doesn't seem like he's
Taking
living for
advantage of their
free. So
generosity,
Yeah.
though they had their kids, he realized that we're not the same.
Yeah,
You
so
know-
let me try and,
Pull my weight.
let
So
me
whatever-
try and be useful.
Right. So whatever opportunities that they gave him, which was school or whatnot,
Yeah.
I think for
Grab
me, I think I'm one of the lucky few on this planet who, from a very young age, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with my life.
Oh,
So when my
okay.
parents then pull me from what I was already doing on the streets and say,
Try and do
you
this.
can't, you're not going anywhere in life with this. We've already paid for your degree. You're going to school. So they
Yeah.
nicked me from what I was already doing. I was in the club, DJing, enjoying my life.
Yeah.
And they take me to school to do a degree. I swear I was absent from those classrooms like 100%.
Let me ask you a question, Kalenga.
Yeah.
Maybe for the next 5 minutes or so. What is it about DJing that you realize from a young age that this is what I want to do?
And I blame my dad for this. There was always music in the house. He had record players, there was cassette players, and my dad had bars, string of bars in Muflera. We lived in Muflera for some time.
But why DJing? Why not a
Oh,
musician?
so you were the rich kids of Mufulera.
No, not necessarily. And he was a boss in the mines at some point. So
so why DJing?
I don't know. I was just fascinated by, especially radio. You hear somebody in radio playing the music. I was fascinated by
Yeah.
that.
Like,
to the
who's
point
that
where
guy?
the first time I ever visited Lusaka in 1997, I was 12 years old. That's the first time I ever visited Lusaka. The first thing I wanted to see was where Radio Phoenix was. You know what I mean? That's the first thing. People are excited about Findeco. What? I wanted to see Radio Phoenix. And I went there. I just knew, like, shit, this is it. This is my life.
Was there ever a point that, because one thing to have passion about something, right? Especially when you're a kid.
Yeah.
And it's another thing to actually then realize it when you then get into it. Was there ever a time that you then realized to say, this might not be what I thought as a child?
I've never thought
it
that,
would
eh?
be.
I've never thought about DJing and radio presenting and doing what I'm doing today.
Yeah.
I've never had second thoughts. Ever.
So DJing was the only thing you did.
Ever.
How do you handle people that are like, let's say you're into DJing and
Yeah.
presenting. So if I ask you, like, oh, okay, so, you're a DJ, you're a presenter. Oh, so what else do you do?
Right, yes.
I get to this day.
You get irritated by that.
I find it very offensive. Like, what do you mean?
Yeah. And then, you know what gave me confidence as I grew up? When I started realizing, wait a minute, the person asked me this, I'm actually making more money than them.
Bro.
It became a very financial debate for me in my defense. You know what
It's
I mean?
a worth thing.
And then I started asking, how much do doctors make?
Let me decide how much worth I will place on you as a human being based off what you're doing. Because this, if tafidepanga sense tafikweta man. But just in case there's something worth finding, what else do you do?
Yeah, but then again, people ask you that question just to know where they can place you. You know what I mean?
Not really.
Usually.
Not
Usually.
really. I think people just look down on certain careers.
A lot. But
Yeah.
You know
so-
Oliver Mtukudzi, right?
Yeah.
The son. He has a song where he was saying, with every girl that I dated, the minute that the parents heard that I was a musician, they'll be like, that one that plays guitars, is he going to be able to feed you?
Yeah.
So I feel like there's certain careers that us
look
as
down
black
upon,
people
yeah.
or Africans,
We look down upon.
we look down upon.
Dude, let's face the facts right now. And I'm not insulting doctors or anything, but
Yeah.
DJs are making money nowadays, bro.
It's not all the
Yeah.
DJs in Kalenga, because just
It's
like with,
not all doctors.
just
Again, we're
like,
not
just
making
like
money.
doctors, I was about to say the same thing. Just like doctors, so
Exactly.
any
And I was about to
industry,
give that disclaimer.
any industry is exactly the same.
Yeah.
I was about to
There's
give
good
that
doctors
disclaimer.
and bad doctors. There's
Exactly.
good DJs and bad DJs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was about to give that disclaimer, but my point is to look down on somebody's profession because of your perception, like DJs, musicians,
Yeah.
But you know what it
There's
is?
successful people like Towela right now making good buck. You know
No,
what I mean?
but you know what it is? And this is for both of you. There are professions where for you to be a DJ and make money, you have to be a really good DJ. Why I say that is DJs are a dime a dozen. I don't need to be a DJ. I can go on YouTube and get something which is pre-mixed already, get my laptop, hoy, and then go and jam, right? So for you to be a DJ who's known, you have to be really good.
Or you
so
can-
there are professions that if you are average, you're still making money. You know what I mean? We were speaking about events just now. Pilots, for example. And we were speaking about how much he was making when he was a pro flight and now he was at Haiti. And even when he was a pro flight and he was just starting, how much money he's making. So I feel like there's professions where for you to become a DJ and you're making money, like Switcher, like you, like what's the fat dude who's always playing at food markets? What's his name? No, not VGZ. The other guy.
Sebastian Dutch?
Sebastian, yes. You can name them because they've been at this for a while and they're good. But there's other DJs, like there's this one that wears glasses. I forget the guy's name. Like the guy keeps playing in freaking materials and is begging for jobs. And this guy is getting like 1,000 kwacha. And has been at this for like 10 years.
Like Beyonce, in your opinion, maybe they just have to have good marketing teams. Back to you, Towela.
Yeah, but your music markets for itself, doesn't it?
Well, like the same example
I
you
feel
gave
like
with Beyonce. Anyway,
No,
these days
Beyonce
it's
is-
not
yeah.
about talent. You can't tell me those. If I feel much that there, people just download the mix and then you play. That's what some people do. But now they razzle dazzle it. So I upload, I'm pretending.
My sound effects.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying.
I leave the stage, I go dance, come back.
how's it still mixing itself?
You know, how?
I mean, there's have you seen what do you call this? These female DJs with thongs where they are literally dancing for 80% of the time.
What, TXC?
I don't know. It started with
Uncle Waffles.
Uncle Waffles,
Yeah.
but now it's become a trend.
Yeah, so
gotta stop
sometimes it's not really about being the best at, doing that thing, but just how everything is put together. You
Have
know
you
what I
marketed
mean?
yourself the best? Have you branded yourself the
Yes.
best? Are you entertaining more than just
Yes.
playing the music? Towela, let's talk about the people in your life.
Apart from me,
Kandalama, that's like your industry best
apart
friend,
from
right?
me,
It's my baby.
That's your baby. I love Kanina Kandalama.
Is it? I love her too.
Who's that?
Love.
Kanina Kandalama.
I may not know much about her music.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kanina, but I just love how her confidence is attractive on her
That
socials.
is
who is
what-
that?
That is
She's
what
she's a rapper.
entertainment is
Okay.
now.
Her confidence on social media.
Yes,
is
you need
unsold.
to be everything. You need.
What's my
I need
phone?
to sell
I wanna
you
Google her.
everything. It's like wapa kantemba bashichafye fyumbu. Ngole pharma sweets. You get what I mean? You need to.
Example in power.
You need to be everything. Do you want to laugh? Oh,
You say
there
what's her name?
You have it.
Kanina Kandalama. Oh, I love that girl, man.
You know
I
what I'm
really
saying? You
love
need
that
to be a little bit of everything. I
See
feel
now.
like she's something. That one. You need somebody who can do everything. Who's a master of all trades. You can make people laugh. You can do this. You can sing. You can rap. You know what I mean? Like, that's what the industry is about these days.
I really want to see that one blow up.
Same.
Blow up, get through the stratosphere. Just
She will.
shoot for the stars, and I think she will. She has everything. She has the look, the swag, and the dress code. You can't touch that girl.
You can't.
No, it's sexual harassment.
And you know when you
can't touch that girl. The dress code.
when you look at it, I'm like, shit. What if you become a millionaire on my chill? That one, ASAP Rocky style.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying? Like
A$AP.
somebody is like, ooh, you put this together.
yourself.
You know what I mean? So yeah, shout out to her.
What music do you listen to right now? Like what's on your playlist?
Weirdly, I don't listen to a lot of music outside because I find I'm always in music settings. When I'm at home, I just want like peace and quiet.
So what do you do when you're home?
Maybe I'll watch a movie or like a series or like watch like trends.
Any series that you're on right now?
He's trying to see if you have more in common than just what he's seen so far.
No, I like the very easy, fluffy stuff because life is too serious.
Fluffy stuff like what?
I like fluffy stuff so I can judge it for how unrealistic it is.
For example?
Bridgerton, very unrealistic.
Hey, listen, have you ever heard the saying, never meet your crush or never meet your heroes?
I
You've
like
heard that before,
Bridgerton,
right?
I like-
Is you now?
This is me now.
I like Witcher.
You can stop now.
Boy, bye.
No,
You're just watching documentaries about how they made the bridge.
I want you
No,
to check.
podcast.
I want you to check out.
I do watch, but if it's a podcast, it has to be funny. Like I do watch like Shits and Gigs.
Oh, I love that one as well.
You know, yeah.
Are those guys gay? What's up with the
No.
post they put up?
I feel like
I think that's
James is
deliberate.
a
They're
bit
playing
like
into it.
I think so.
Yeah.
they're just playing into it, but Fuhad is very much.
Kind of like Charlemagne and DJ Envy. They have these gay jokes. I want you to try out. There's a series on Apple TV called Dark Matter.
Oh, okay.
It gets you to think, though. It's one of those that if you look away for
You
2
miss
minutes, you literally have to rewatch the entire episode. You have to think. It's got
Have you
parallel
seen
universes. and-
Behind Her Eyes.
I've seen
I
that.
saw that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was. I'm waiting for the second one. I feel like the first one was so great. They don't want to mess it up with the second one.
Yeah. Tola, your in-laws. Can we talk about that for a bit? Huntinga and Chef's wife.
Yeah.
You guys get along? Like,
Yeah, we're chill.
nice.
We're chill.
What's the relationship between you and Huntinga though? What's
That's
it
my
like?
girl. That's my girl.
Another one I love. Yeah.
That's my girl. I feel like people need to adopt more of that mentality, you know? Whoever your siblings marry, those are your sisters, those are your brothers. Don't look at them as those people. Because I'm not here to impress you. They're not there to impress me. If they're nice to me, that's a courtesy to me. You know what I mean? That's a testament to the type of people their parents raised. So I feel like a lot of people sometimes view it as, oh, they must impress us, you know, because we are the mulamus or what. No. So the second, oh, this is my wife, this is what? That's family now. We're family. You know what I'm saying? We're family. In fact, if you need to keep something between you and me, trust me, it's kept. You get what I'm saying? Because that's family. The same way I would ride for Sheffy or Mark, I would ride for both of them. You know what I'm saying?
Would you get married?
What?
Would you get married?
Oh, I'm a hopeless romantic.
So is that a yes?
She
So
did say
much.
fluffy stuff. That should have been a hint, bro.
No, but-
Fluffy stuff. Guys, life is so grim. Let me tell you, life is so grim.
So you would get
Life
married?
is so serious. I feel like for a person like me, I have so much responsibility on my head. So
No
even when
shoulders?
I'm watching, like, I wouldn't like, even in my spare time, it's peace and quiet. It's zen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how people like go spend money on like designer what? I like the spa steals all my money. Like I'm there every week. Like relax, massages, what?
He only goes for the ones with happy endings.
I don't know what you're talking about. So let me tell you something about this guy is he projects. Can I tell you the story? Can I tell the story that you once told me?
No, don't. Which story? I don't even know. Don't.
Okay, so let me tell you. There's a certain massage parlor that someone went to and they told me this story.
Is it that one that was trending? That one?
No, but they offer similar things.
Yeah.
And so when this person then went, the massage therapist said, "Oh yeah, the second famous person massaging today." Then the person goes, "Well, who was the first?" It was a gospel artist.
Oh my
And the guy asked for a happy ending.
Oh my goodness.
And there aren't too many of them in Zambia, so take your pick.
No. Let me try to do a deep dive. But I don't
It
say
is
the
who you think it
cliche
is.
ones.
It's exactly who you're thinking.
No. No.
Oh, man. I'm telling you,
That's why one
if walls could talk.
I know, right?
I swear, you know.
Yeah, you know what? Did you do drama in high school?
No, but I was in the choir. I did performing arts.
All right.
Yes.
I asked because you ended up in Mungoma at some point.
Yes.
How did that happen?
COVID happened. That was the time when I just like released my song and it was like, oh my God, my big break. And then COVID happened. And then it's like, snap. What are we going to do? So then an opportunity presented. Oh, can you act? Of course, for a couple bucks. You know, so it's something I picked up quite fast. And turns out I was quite good at it. So thank God that came up.
What did you do during COVID for money?
I was in Mungoma.
She acted.
Yes,
Okay.
and the thing is, I used to do a lot of, because I couldn't do the live band thing because now I was trying to grow my brand. You can't be everywhere, what. But thank God I used to do voiceovers still.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah, so there's sometimes I still hear my ads playing
Wait, like
for
which
radio.
one?
For Boom,
Oh.
for, is it Snapsa? What? Like, I've done a lot of ads.
Napsa.
Yeah. Zisk. Well, I've done like a lot.
I would buy insurance if I heard your voice selling insurance.
You know, I've done a lot of like ads, you know, so that kept me going during COVID, you know.
I don't think you should just do voiceovers because you've got the face for it as well. They should find a way to incorporate how you look into these voiceovers.
They must.
Yeah.
Come a TV advert just to
Because that voice could cure
buy
cancer.
this water.
I think she missed it. Repeat that.
I said that voice could cure cancer.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It must. It should. I feel like music
It
is
will.
therapy. Music is therapy. That's why there's certain songs that can make you cry. There's certain melodies that can bring you
Absolutely.
closer to God and worship.
There's songs that you can hear in the dark and they make the
Yes.
hair on your arm stand up.
Like Zingati.
Yeah.
I'm show you something. You think
Show
I'm
us.
about this life? I'll show you what I listen to.
What's on your playlist?
Now I'm gonna show you. Not even on my. Oh,
Are you
Jesus
still signed
Christ.
to Nexus?
No.
You know, every artist that we saw with Nexus and they come on the podcast and we bring up that name, nobody has had anything nice to say
Never.
about Nexus. Maybe
I
you're going to be
mean-
the first.
It was a little bit of a circus, but for me, I would never be like, hey, middle finger to those guys. Because they served their purpose in my life and they did help me. Because at the time I was doing the whole... In fact, they signed me towards the end of 2020.
Okay.
You know? Yes, so it was at a pivotal time when I was growing, like Towela. So I feel like they did help me sort out a few things that would have been a pressure if I was alone. Like my first 2-3 videos, you know, so videos are expensive, you guys. It's expensive.
Well,
You
it
know
depends
what
what
I'm
kind of videos you're talking about.
You know, the music videos, they're very expensive.
Because
so,
I know other people who've done.
You and I were...
She's not Kim Kardashian, bro.
They're very expensive. So I feel like they...
Press play on that. That was about 2 weeks ago.
I have a feeling because you knew this was going to happen, this episode.
I didn't know that.
Okay, you can stop that now before our episode gets flagged by YouTube.
I'm about
What was
that
I
life.
saying?
Nexus, and they came at a time when you
Yeah,
needed
so
saving.
like, yes, so nearly akobati ukulubana na balubana, but the things that you need right now to cement your stay is like your presence musically, your footprint. So I needed to put out music because also it was at a time where, oh, she's only famous because of her brothers. Hey, it was necessary for me to put out music. You know what I'm saying? So to have a label that helped me finance like 2-3 videos, for me, I'll always give them their flowers for that. But kwali kufika confusion yakala ngati it can't go further.
Do you ever pay attention to like world politics? Do you ever have? I say that because I was speaking to Kalenga. I think I also mentioned this to my girlfriend. I blog a lot, And one of the things that I sort of think, but I don't want to say out is I write them down.
Yeah.
So my view on the whole, and this is a hard left.
Yeah.
We've totally gone a different direction.
Yeah.
My view on Israel and Palestine has been flip-flopping and changing.
Okay.
Every single week, every single month.
Yeah. Who do you think is the real villain here?
Israel.
Okay.
Because look, they were given a place to settle, right? And when you have that much power, and initially when I wrote a blog, it was the total opposite. It was like right after the October 7 attack. And my feelings and what I wrote was based off that. But when you begin to look at the things that have happened, depending on which point in history you look at, you've got a different villain to the story. But when you look at the back, like when you
the backstory, like I gave you somewhere to sleep. Now you want to chase me out,
right,
of my home. Now you want to kill me and my children,
right? And not go ahead.
Yes.
And not only that, but when you have that much power, how much responsibility do you have?
Yes.
Really, it's almost like a 5-year-old coming to kick you.
Yes.
Right, as a grown adult.
And then you're like, ah.
Then you whip him, he cries, and you continue whipping because you're the bigger person.
How much responsibility
Everyone
do you
around
have?
can see you're the bigger person.
Absolutely.
So when are you going to stop?
That's my point.
It's so sad. I hate diving into even like such issues because I get so passionate about it, and it sucks being passionate about something you can't help.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If the amount of people that are like, please guys, all eyes on Rafah, all eyes on what? Gaza, what. If all our cries could end the war, that would be so meaningful. But you know that even if Nangwawa defeated 3 billion were like, let's campaign, let's talk about this on social media, let's raise money for this, it's not going to solve anything. And that's my biggest frustration with global calamities like this.
I think more than anything, and I can already see the comments.
Is it Sudan where like 3 million people are expected to die in like the next 3 months?
Right.
From starvation.
Imagine that.
You know what's crazy and why I brought that up, and I can already see a few people beginning to tune out, but I know from the feedback that I get, and shout out to Kudzai, we have an avid listener, the guy, the CEO for the Hilton Hotel.
Yeah.
Listens to the podcast every week on his drive home. So I know there's a few people that are interested in things like this.
Yeah.
The reason why I spoke about this is because I feel the more people are conscientized to things like these that are happening, you might not be able to do something about that particular injustice, but now your mind is open to it where when it begins to happen around you. You know how they say history keeps repeating itself?
It does.
So when your mind is so closed off to what's happening in the world, it will happen right in front of you.
You're able to recognize it because you've seen it.
I feel like you just look at it, even just locally or politically here. If you have a different view from the higher power or
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look at how crucified when Pilato were for just speaking for like, why have you killed Vespas? Why have you killed Frank Mgala? Like that grade 9 was shot in the neck for nothing.
Yeah, Wesley still emotional about that.
You get what I'm saying? Like
anyway.
that's what happens when you carry the grief and the burden as a human being for other people.
Right.
And then people just would rather choose themselves over the right thing. And then you as the person who's like, let's do the right thing, you have to be hiding for your life. You have to do protests in the bush to be safe. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now you can imagine small Zambia. What more on a global platform where they're like, Israel has, Jews everywhere.
Have what?
Rich
Everywhere.
people.
Yeah, everywhere.
Oh, right. Yes.
You get what I'm saying? Rich people that are making sure they're just the right amount of concerned, but not concerned enough to make a change.
Yeah.
That's deep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's so hard to be that person because even just artists like I think Kalani was talking about it. It's like, she's proudly like supporting Palestine, but she's lost business just for speaking out in their defense.
Because Jews run the world.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So it's hard. Imagine if Mozambique you have to run. Imagine on a global stage. Imagine, let's say, hypothetically, I'm like, I support Israel or I support Palestine, and then Sony comes here. Oh, look at what she said.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And whoever's
I have-
heading Sony is Jewish,
Yeah.
maybe at that point. You know what I
They
mean?
probably
All the damn
are.
time.
Yeah.
They probably are. And then they're like, nah. You get what I'm saying? So it's so hard to be politically correct and to not have the power. If I had the power, it would be like, God send the rain. After 40 days, we'll start again.
Yeah.
Let's start again.
I totally agree.
Because what are we actually doing? We're really in the end days, guys.
And I more than anything, I respect you a lot for having a position. You know, you look at
The love has grown.
yeah.
tenfold
Now it has.
Tenfold?
After the whole fluffy stuff that she said. But you know, like how DJ Khaled is from Palestine, but is not saying anything about
He
it.
can't.
He can't.
And no, I get it. But
Do you know what will happen if he does?
I'm
A
of-
sex tape will come out where he was having inappropriateness with that.
I am of the
with
view-
like
When he
a-
slapped a woman, and you know how big those issues are
You know
nowadays.
what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I am of the view
Look
that
at what happened with Diddy and that video. Where did that video come from?
Dude.
no, we know where it came from.
You get what I'm saying?
We know where it
but
came
when
from.
when they're out
It came from
to,
the FBI.
when they're out to bring you down, it's over.
But who's they?
They, the 1%.
I've always said when you stand for nothing,
You fall for everything.
you'll fall for everything.
Back to you, Towela. Sorry, this is your show.
Yeah, this is her show. That's why we're asking her about her opinions and all this stuff.
Yeah, so
Well,
for me,
what's your take on
my support goes out to the children. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because, you know, crimes, even God forgives murderers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's a special place in hell for those people who commit crimes against
Children.
children. You get what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
You
that's
can't,
different.
you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, fight, you grown-ups. Hey, we have killed 20...
Kids,
they don't know what's going on,
You
they've
get what I'm
wronged
saying?
nobody.
I just arrived on the planet and I'm gone. You get what I'm saying? There are mothers that are like, they've gone to buy flour somewhere. They come back, the building where they left their 3 children is collapsed. You get what I'm saying? Like such things. And then I don't like getting too invested because it's like, what can I do? You know what I mean?
But then a pushback could be that they're all saying that
Mm-hmm.
Hamas is hiding is hiding amongst civilians. So how do you root out
using civilians as human shields?
right? So how do
Yeah.
you root out the terrorists from the civilians? Because there were tunnels apparently that were found under hospitals.
I feel like the problem, do you know why they're trying to ban, I feel, TikTok? Because it's a free, it's not controlled. I can't tell you what not to say, what to say. You get what I'm saying? But it's easy to control the
But it's only
narrative.
in one place where it's being banned, where they want to ban it.
Yes, because that's where
it's only fair.
those are the people that can control the media. You get what I'm saying? But if I tell you that these are the villains, these are the ones, they have tunnels, did you see them? No. No, they attacked first. Do you know that? No. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm trying to create a narrative where I'm making you the villain and I'm trying to basically fight back or reciprocate or whatever, you get what I'm saying? You'll believe whatever is on the screen. But on TikTok now you can see
But Twitter too, you can post. Twitter has actually
even Twitter.
Twitter just recently has now
The
allowed
porn as
porn.
well. You see what I mean?
So yeah,
Man.
I was about to go deep on the TikTok issue, but anyway, back to
It's
You
a-
get what I'm saying? Like it's a media platform they can't fully control. So if they can fully control it, they must shut it down.
And you've heard the justification they have for
No,
banning Twitter.
are you
in America now.
associated to China? Are you associated, bro? I'm from
That.
Singapore. What do you mean?
What
do you
You said the
mean?
justification on banning what?
Twitter in America.
Twitter? Or
Oh, sorry, TikTok.
Wow, that is owned by the Chinese and
Yeah, I mean, if you
It's not. It's like a Singapore guy.
no, it's owned by a company that is Chinese. But even if we're still to go by that rationale, it still doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
Because
To me, it does.
Facebook is doing exactly the same thing too, in terms of gathering data. More than that, just recently it came out that Facebook sold rights to Netflix to read people's inbox.
Oh yes, I saw that. The comments were sending me. Oh, now it makes sense.
I'm worried about the
I
things
saw
that I
my
sent
life
to you
on
now.
an episode once.
I'm worried about the things that I sent to you now, Towela.
oh gosh. Tola,
Don't
speaking of
worry.
America, you've been
Are we safe?
You've been talking about winning a Grammy or wishing. I think I saw that somewhere. And then your music is sort of changing to like a new version of
Yeah.
Indula kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is that the mindset behind the change? Are you aiming for the Grammy? What's the plan there with the change of genre?
How can I say this? The beauty and curse of being able to do all genres of music is sometimes when you're put in a box for one thing, it's hard to branch out. So I feel like people got used to the maybe like Afro pop, like the mid-tempo stuff, you know?
Right.
So I didn't want to catch people off guard when I start doing this because I also want to do this. Maybe next time catch that dance hall. You get what I'm saying? Those are all versions of me, and I just don't want you to get used to one thing with me, so you fail to accommodate the other versions of me that I want to show. So yeah,
I just opened my Facebook randomly, and now I'm more convinced that
There's
our
Israel
phones
on your
listen.
you think they don't listen?
So
Talk about bananas. You will find bananas now.
right. So Forbes released a list 16 hours ago of the greatest rapper of all time. Who do you think is at the top?
Jay-Z.
Please read that out loud into the microphone.
Jay-Z, Kendrick.
Thank you.
Kendrick is what? Number one?
Where?
Kendrick is second. Drake number 6. What? These are jokes.
He doesn't write his own songs.
No, Drake should have been at least 15.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. ASAP, I love ASAP Rocky, but in the top 15, they're jokers. Lil Kim is 16. ASAP Rocky is 15. Snoop Dogg is 18. No. You can't trust this. You can't.
Well, hey,
You can't. Ice Cube is 25.
no, Ice Cube should be in the top 10 actually.
You get what I'm saying? This is crazy. Tyler, the creator, the creativeness, yes, 100%. He should be even top 5.
No,
but
I don't
top
think so.
rapper?
I don't think so. Who else is on the list?
Bro. 50 Cent is 24. Lauryn Hill is
right.
28.
Did you see that?
Speaking of list, where do you place yourself amongst
That's
female
crazy.
female entertainers in Zambia? Where would you place yourself? If we were to make that list, the
This
Zambian
list.
version for females in Zambia, yeah.
Why would I be? It would be such a disservice to myself to put myself second to anyone.
Icho.
You get what I'm
Icho.
saying? I'm second to none. Not because what other people do is not as good as mine or whatever. But I will always be the best to me.
And to me.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
And to him
I'm
as
the
well.
best to me no matter what. I don't care who's before me. I don't care who's after me. I will be the best to me no
And me.
matter what. If you believe it, good. If you don't believe it, God bless you. But to me, you get what I'm saying? And I feel like I don't even believe in competition like locally. I don't think it's an industry big enough to have competition. Everyone is my friend. If you are here and anyone ever thought there's competition, no. Everybody's my friend. Competition is out there. Like hoes are winning Grammys, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Tyler.
That's where it's at. You get what I'm saying? Let's do that. Let's think there. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be competing with anyone locally. I swear, man or woman.
Does your daughter listen to your music?
My daughter is such a coconut. She likes Taylor Swift.
That is so sweet.
She likes Taylor Swift.
How old is she?
Likes the music from.
How old is she? Oh, you don't. Oh, okay.
She likes music from like Sing, from those two man.
I'm still standing.
She sang that. Guys, let me tell you, these kids will bring you to tears. I was having a rough day. In fact, my mom's memorial was last weekend.
Right.
So like I just came back. I was having a rough day. And then like we always have this thing where like, oh, like, how's your day? What did you love about today? I was like, girl, today was something. Like, okay. Then I was leaving the room and she was like, I'm still standing.
Yeah. That's my favorite Elton John song. And they did
right
justice
back.
in Sing.
Yeah.
It was really beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm still standing. That's her jam. I'm still standing.
Towela, my last question.
Yeah.
Considering the life that you've lived, you didn't have your mom, you didn't have your dad, and you've turned out the way you have, but there's so much that you've experienced in your life today. Your daughter's going to watch this episode one day.
Yeah.
Give or take 15, 20 years from now.
Yeah.
What message do you have for her as she watches this? 15,
Baby
20 years
girl,
I found your father on this podcast.
Stepfather.
If you meet
Anyway.
this man in person,
No, like on a
he owes
very
you
serious
money.
note. On a very
You said if you meet this man in person, what?
Yes, he owes you money. Every time you see him,
What,
give
child
you money.
support?
No, just. Oh my shit.
No, but we're
man.
going to be staying together.
After
So,
that, you don't sing on my
You
command.
don't say,
yeah.
yam.
No, we'll be staying together, so.
On a very serious note, Towela, you're
On a
speaking to
very
the future right
serious
now.
note, baby girl, mommy loves you always. And I love the sweet, nice little girl that you are. You're a tough girl. The world is your oyster. And show them, be different, stand out. You're special. Everybody else is blessed and privileged to be around you. You are the prize always and forever. Yeah, and you're a rich girl, beautiful girl, and live your life, my child.
This is beautiful. Damn near brought tears to my eyes.
I know. A stepfather.
Hey, what happened to your... You look like you got burnt there. To your hand.
And you know the thing with this scar, it grows with me.
What happened?
I got burnt when I was maybe a year or less. And it just grows with me. You know how scars disappear for other people?
No, not you.
No, it grows with me. So I don't even remember how I got it. But
And you look like you've got a surgical scar there as well.
What?
You look like you've got a surgical scar just above that.
Yeah. So apparently an iron, I don't know what happened. But basically I have
An
childhood
iron?
pictures.
Did someone
Yeah,
burn
a
you
hot one.
or you did that yourself?
No, I think they left it plugged in and then I went to touch it, then it did a boom.
Somebody left a hot iron around you.
Yeah, so it
Are they dead?
Child, I don't know.
Because if it's a maid, I will look for her right now.
With a pencil.
Right? And
Wait,
so to the eye.
so given how you would watch clips and you had a different impression, how did this episode?
I think it was pretty chill, and sorry for judging you guys, but I like to protect my peace and I like to control the narrative for me all the time. I wouldn't want to be caught off guard. That's why I'm always trying to prepare, because I feel like I've gotten this far in life by preparing and knowing what's coming most times. So I'm sorry for judging you guys. This was actually really
You
fun.
know
Apology
who
accepted.
thinks the way you used to think and is still scared of coming on the podcast? Francia.
Is it?
God, please put the camera on me for a second.
Is it?
Francia, you heard what Towela
They
just
won't
said.
bite. You can
Please
come.
tell Francia, it's a friendly space now.
It's a friendly
that's your
space.
cue.
Please come, Francia. They don't bite. They're actually nice people. He's very nice.
Thank you.
He's a changed man. Yeah.
They're good people. They won't bite.
And can you tell how good this episode was?
It was. I really loved it, you guys. Thank you so much for having me. Shout out to Brothers. Can I have a case of this?
Absolutely. What's your favorite flavor?
This one, Cosmo. And
Give me your address. I'll send it over.
okay. It's just across the street.
I know.
Okay.
All right.
Into that, that's a camera. Into that camera, we need a plug. Your name.
Hi, my name is
Okay.
Towela Shanshani.
We go?
Ready. Gob?
Hey guys, my name is Towela Kaira and you are watching the Z Podcast.
That's not the name of the podcast, please.
Nishan.
That's it. And
Take that
please
again.
say it's
That.
Zambia's number one podcast.
That.
It's the best thing since sliced
Yeah,
bread.
yeah.
It's,
Okay,
it's
sorry,
your reason
sorry,
to avoid
sorry.
ZNBC nowadays. And,
Yay!
Okay, I'm just joking.
So
You
that
can-
they should ban me from interviews.
Take two.
Take
Let's
two.
go.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Towela Kaira, and I'm at That Z Podcast, the best podcast right now. So make sure you tune in and subscribe to our YouTube channel because it's ours now. Yeah, so let's go.
Thank you
That's
very
the
much.
podcast brought to you by the whole country.
Is there anything that we didn't ask you that you hoped we would?
Yes.
Because we get carried away with your beauty.
We do. What did we want to ask?
Is there,
You asked about who decides what trends and what doesn't, stuff like that.
we spoke before the cameras came on.
Yeah.
And we were speaking about how you don't want to be too out there. And then I asked you who's responsible for that. So
You are. The majority, unless you're from room 18 and then they find you. Back when we
have you ever been caught cheating?
Huh?
Yes, you have.
Well.
So you were saying?
I'm saying you control what people see out there, what people talk about most of the time. So I try my best to be entertaining enough to not make people snoop into my private stuff that I want to keep to myself. Yeah.
Is there any of your private stuff that you've put out there deliberately? And where do you draw the line?
No, everything that concerns music, everything that concerns my personality, a little bit is out there. But personal stuff like, oh, I woke up, guys. Oh, this is how, what a family fun day at school today with baby girl.
You don't do that?
Nah.
Do you run your socials?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Personally. So if you say something, it's me who replied with my chest.
Chapwa.
Yeah,
Till the next
I
episode,
always feel like, with social media, and we've said this before.
Wow, what's still going on?
Where
Because Elson loves to talk.
your social media, especially when you're an artist, is a tool.
Yes,
so it's
it
a
is.
tool that you could use that could make you, or literally the other way around,
Yes.
that could destroy you. So a healthy balance of like right there.
You have to
Know what I
find the
mean?
balance. You have to pick your poison. You get what I'm saying? You could be trending for, oh, maneni, uyu nankane. You decide what you're comfortable with people talking to you about.
Right.
I don't mind people talking about my ass. It's there. It will be there in real life. It will be there. You get what I'm saying?
In fact, you can come and pick up your brothers in my house. I don't know why you're laughing. 'cause
Wait,
I'm
which
serious.
brothers, Chef and Macky2?
What would they be doing at my house?
All right. Okay.
No, you can come along.
Oh, the brothers.
Yeah.
Right?
These.
The brothers.
Dude, all she has is brothers, so be careful how you speak to
Right?
her now.
Hey, listen, I'm willing to take my chances, bro.
Yeah, so you decide, guys. I feel like I envy. I don't know how people manage. Like, you just start trending for a random thing that you had no control over. Like, how do you sleep at night? My anxiety wouldn't let me.
Listen,
episode is over, yeah?
this has been incredible.
Oh, just on white now, Gob.
Yeah,
Okay.
this has been incredible. Let's see if we can close this off. So thank you for this. I
Thank
mean,
you
this
so
took a while.
much.
I've been texting you. I've been calling. At times you respond. At times you don't.
I always text back, don't lie.
I don't know about the always part, but thank you for being here.
I may not always pick
And
up
you're
a
the
call,
only
but I
human
always text
being-
you back.
Okay, Jaru. Gentlemen, ladies,
But
thank
I'm
you.
always on time.
We hear that. So we are at a little over 70,000. So please keep hitting the subscribe button.
Please, please.
Whenever you buy any of these, please include the hashtags that we include on our posts, and let's grow the brand. So up until the following Tuesday, when we're going to have another amazing episode with a less attractive person than the one we have right now. Everything is downhill from here. Everything is downhill from here. We don't get any better than this.
Thank you so much, you guys. I love you guys.
All right.
This was great.
Goodbye. Cheers.
Cheers. Can I see that picture?
Dun, 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 dun.